Yay! Number seven. Number seven. I can't believe we're here for this long, bro. Number seven. Number seven. All
I can
right, cool.
believe it. I can believe it.
Well, definitely. Okay, cool. Now. So today's a special day. Today's a special day. And I need you to look at the camera. Don't look at your dashboard. Look at the camera. Cause don't look at your PC. Look at the camera. Cause I have a big. I keep looking at the camera, bro. Keep looking at the camera. I have a big surprise for you, bro. Like so if everybody don't know, I've got a little surprise for Q, and it's his birthday today. It's his birthday today, so don't look at the dashboard. I'm trying to set up something. Look at the camera, bro. And I'm going to try and maneuver something because it's very special. What date is it, bro? What day is it? Like what special occasion is it?
It's February the 20th, the greatest day ever in the history of days. Ain't no holiday is more special than this one holiday, the day of my birth, February 20th, 1982. I'm 40. I finally hit 40.
You party. Hold on. I'm trying to still do something. Don't worry. Just wait. Just be patient. Just keep looking at the camera.
I feel like I already know what you're doing. I
Do
think I
you?
already know what you're doing.
I mean,
But
I
Cool.
was I was just sitting here doing weekend work, and all of a sudden, like, I have to see your ugly face. What the hell's going on?
So
You guys
you can look.
happy?
We got one more person. We got one more person. We're trying to get in. Just give me 2 seconds, bro. Give me 2 seconds. But as you know, Q, it's your 40th, and I invited a couple of guests along for the start of the show, just to wish you a happy 40th, bro.
I, something told me you was gonna have something up your
4-0.
sleeve. I knew you had something up your sleeve.
Well, you know what? You can't have a 40th without your friends.
I appreciate it, man.
Yep,
I
yep.
appreciate it.
No worries. I'm trying to get just one more person in. So give me 2 seconds. And just give me 2 seconds. But to talk amongst yourself while I try to set this up. So, Q, what have you got planned for today on your 40th birthday?
I'm gonna sit here and record this podcast. Um, I did a little bit of moving around yesterday, so I don't think I'm gonna do too much today, especially because All Star game come on tonight. So I'm gonna chill, man, watch the game, pick it with my wife, eat, drink. There will be quite a bit of drinking going on, at
There
least
you
on
go.
my part.
There you go.
So yeah, man, I'm gonna go grab me probably a good bottle of tequila, grab me some nice burr, some nice expensive burr, and
Nice.
matter of fact,
Yo, what kind of tequila you drink?
I've been drinking Cazadores a lot lately. That's
and we
oh my
have
god.
we have everybody on, and we just I'm just gonna put this out, bro. Hold on. Ignore all the adverts on bloody YouTube. I'm trying to wait for this. Hold on.
Why is Scott here? What in the hell?
Happy
Bruh.
birthday to you, bro. 40 years.
Bruh.
Bruh,
Bruh.
bruh.
You have to do it, bro. We have to do it.
What is this song, bro?
Happy birthday, bro.
Yo, I'm 40, bro. I'm not 4. This is
I thought at the start of this show we just kind of like literally say happy birthday to you, bro, because you are 40 years old. You're 40 years old. You're amazing, and you have your 40th birthday to celebrate today. So, and it's All Star Weekend as well, bro. It's All Star Weekend.
Yeah, of
So,
course it
like,
is.
you're gonna grab some special beers. I heard you going over to Rick's place as well.
I may or may not. I haven't got confirmation from Rick on whether or not he's actually going forward with his event that he was thinking about doing. But either way, I don't know. It might be a little safer for me to not go to Rick's tonight just because of how much drinking I plan on doing.
Yes, please. Yes, please do not.
Impulse buying is a little easier when they're intoxicated.
That too.
Oh, yes, it is.
I may have made some
a
eBay
small
purchases
Band-Aid.
late at night after drinking. Just may have happened.
I am the resident expert at buying while intoxicated. So yeah.
Yo, bro.
Sneakers, buying sneakers. Let's not get it twisted.
All I got to say, E, you're coming on next week, by the way. That's a bit of a little trailer or preview into next week because we're going to talk about your midnight buys next week.
Midnight buy.
I've gotten some really good deals after midnight on sneakers.
Sneakers.
No coupons. No coupons or codes necessary.
Okay, wait a minute. So while we all here, Scott, did you get the Cardinal threes?
They ain't come out here yet.
Yeah, they come out on Thursday, bro.
They dropped on Saturday here,
Is you gonna pull out the Cardinal threes, bro?
This ain't my shoe though. This is not my
it not?
shoe. Nah, I bought it for my buzz man.
Oh, you bought it for me? Oh, that's nice.
Wait for a Bigfoot person.
Wait, you got it? Cam, you wanted those? I thought you weren't.
No. I'm joking. I mean, if they were free, I would 100% take them.
Free 99.
Free 99.
They're nice.
Yeah.
They're nice,
bro. There you go.
They're definitely going to be in my rotation.
You see that?
Those are so nice.
That's the detail.
The eyelids actually got that high gloss on it.
Yeah, and then I like the yellow, like the mustard yellow eyelets at the bottom.
Yeah. That high gloss on that red, bro.
Yeah,
that's hard. That is hard.
That's fire.
I also got a grade school pair for I can't remember the girl's name.
But how's the level look like? How's the level look like, bro?
It's 3 leather. It's good. It's actually.
Hold on. Is it Buttercup?
Yeah. Actually, it might be a little bit softer than the average 3 leather.
Okay. Level looks good.
Yeah, that tumble on there. Ain't nothing really.
I might have to change my mind about those.
Ain't
I
really
was gonna say, I'm surprised he wasn't all about those.
Yo, all I'm gonna say, E, you always keep the same energy, bro.
Where are you talking to?
I'm talking to a couple of friends, baby.
Okay. What are their names?
You don't need. It's okay.
Come say hi.
You want to say hello?
Yeah, I want to say hi.
You want to say it? Wave hello.
Hey. She's just shocked. There's so many people on live.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
Oh my God. Monster personality. What are their names?
That was the cutest thing ever on this podcast.
No doubt. By the way, I've been on this podcast, so you can't say that.
Bro.
I said I have been on this podcast, so you can't say that.
He's gonna keep the same mentality of coming close to the release date, finding out the shoe's fired, and maybe slightly changing his mind. But you'll find out that next week.
I've always known the shoe. I've always known the shoe is fire. It's just I don't know. Like I've got like at what point is it too many shoes? You know what I mean? So I don't know. And I'm also going see, and I'm also going after those. I'm also going after those fire red 3s. So if I have to choose, I gotta go with the OG. Yeah. I really do like the Cardinals though.
Yeah,
so we'll see though.
It's very similar. It's very similar to the 503.
Are you sharing your chips with them?
I would definitely like that.
So what you thinking on them threes, Scott?
They're nice shoe, but I'm gonna pass.
What? 3-man? If 3-man passing on them, I don't know.
Yeah, but Scott will be joining us one day. We'll talk about those threes as well. So that's gonna be an amazing story.
No. When Scott get his guest appearance, solo guest appearance on here, it's gonna be 3-day. Like
yeah, he's gonna be 3-day, bro. It's definitely gonna be 3-day.
Scott got one of the dopest 3 collections for I think our timeline is kind of similar. You might be a year or two ahead of me as far as your collection, but the threes you got, every 3 I see you have is pretty special when you want to talk about threes. So
yeah,
exactly. But anything you want to tell Q guys before we wave him a happy birthday and then carry on with the podcast?
I'll say I hope the next 40 years are as good as the next 40 years.
I appreciate that, Scott.
Yeah, man.
Same. True.
Dude, it's it's been it still is, and it's always been a pleasure to know you. Like you're like, there's very like that. It's not often that you like that you bump into people that who you haven't met in real life, but you definitely vibe with. So, so from one recently turned 40-year-old to another, happy birthday, you filthy shoe dog. And I hope the next and here's to more life, more success, more sneakers. There you go.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Say happy birthday, Ken. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm just glad that there's another 40-year-old to join the club, considering I was a sole member for the last 4 years. So now, when I turn 50, that's gonna suck because I'll become a sole member again.
You got a long way to go, bro. You got a long way to go until you're 50.
Yeah, no doubt.
Graduation, man. Ain't nothing but graduation.
Yeah.
And
then I mean, he said it all. Like, total vibe. It was really cool getting to know you this year, for real. It was like, you meet people sometimes and it's like instant in a sense that it's almost like you feel like you've known them for years already. Like you just have that kind of demeanor, calmness, trust. So I definitely 100% have that with y'all, like 100%. So that's been really cool. Considering I don't get to walk down the street and talk about sneakers, like there's nobody here. So this is like my outlet, So for real.
Absolutely.
And now I have like a whole new level that I'm trying to reach, right? So every time I cop a pair of sneakers, my goal is to make Q turn around in his chair. And if he doesn't turn around in his chair,
oh yes,
then
yes,
I have not done a good job. So
that is it. Yes. Matter of fact, Q, you need to do a reel. You need to do a reel of every time you've turned around in a chair after someone
Can you imagine, bro?
After someone showed you a shoe.
You know what? The reel should be. Your reel should say, "I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it."
Hey man, that's only reserved for certain occasions, man. Like I can't pull it out every time. You know what I'm saying?
Let's make him turn around in his chair really quick.
No,
we lost Scott.
I'm not.
Q.
Have you seen? Look.
Cam.
Turn around.
Cam.
Those are.
How can you not?
Yeah.
This is two pairs. Two.
This is what you are, Cam. This is what you are.
By the way, there's an additional thing to this as well that I haven't really mentioned. So because it's your birthday, one of the surprises we was going to give you, bro, is you are now we initiating you into the Straight to the Toe group. So basically now you're an official member of Straight to the Toe. You're gonna get all the passwords, all the gadgets, all the digits, and you'll be able to log on and respond to messages and put content up on Straight to the Toe. But welcome to Straight to the Toe, bro.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
Welcome to
Well deserved.
I've been waiting on
100%.
I've been waiting on this. Y'all asked me about it, and I was more than willing. I didn't think I would become a part of Straight to the Toe. I was Straight to the Toe adjacent, and I was gonna stay Straight to the Toe adjacent because I rock with y'all. Like y'all said before, I've never had this many friends that weren't in my immediate vicinity. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because in this culture, we know how difficult it is to trust people.
Yeah.
When you can't trust somebody, can you really call them a friend? So it's like, for me, if I don't trust you, you don't land in the friend zone. You know, you land outside in whatever other category there is outside of the friend zone. You'll be over there somewhere.
An acquaintance. That's what it's called. It's an acquaintance. But
it's acquaintance, it's associates, is that dude over there is, I don't really know him like that, you know.
That dude over there.
Like,
that dude over there? Yeah, I know him a little bit.
That dude over there.
Yeah. I know who he is, but I don't know him like that. You know what I mean? So
that's the one. That dude over there. I don't know him like that. He's that dude over there.
When I first it's crazy because when I first met or when I first heard of E, it was because of Retro Rick. And so when I met TJ, I didn't know that you and E were friends. So it kind of came full circle. So I appreciate it, man. Like I'm happy to be a part of the Straight to the Toe movement. Hopefully I can contribute as much as I would like to.
I think
TJ. Did you mention to Q like like the minimum dues he's got to pay? You know what I mean? So it's a 2 sneaker minimum per member. Get it?
Hold on.
I have expensive taste too, so that's gonna be bad.
It's a 2 sneaker minimum, and just because it's you, Cam is going to drop his VNDS requirement and switch to
only dead stock. Yeah, only dead stock. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I got a pair of Cardinal 3s over here.
In size 13.
Size 13. I mean,
you can get yourself off to a good start by mailing that package over to Gandalf over there.
Yeah, I mean all the mail to Q is going one direction, and he hasn't mailed anything back to me yet.
You know what? Because Cam recently helped me get my hands on these.
Yeah, those are nice, man.
Ooh.
Did you clean them?
Yeah.
Dude, oh my God. They look new.
I mean,
what was the price on that, bro? What was the price on that?
Well, with shipping, had I been able to make the purchase, would have been like 60 something?
68 with tax and shipping.
Yeah.
It was like 53 or something.
Cam saw the shoe and I was at work. He sent me the link to the shoe. I was at work. I didn't see it. And so he waited like 15 minutes and bought it for me.
Yeah. I couldn't help it. The price was so low. I knew it was gone. I knew it was gone. I got anxious.
Exactly. VNDS guys, like we with Cam's, and what was it, episode 3 or episode 4 we got Cam on?
With the green laces.
I've done what?
So as I say,
that one's
VNDS
dirty.
You go and see the show. I think it was episode 3 or episode 4. And actually it was episode 2, wasn't it, when Cam came on? Where we broke it down and we talked about VNDS and we talked about how to cop VNDSs and what to look for. So go and check the episodes out, guys, because you can get sneakers like that. I'm going to point in that direction. Sneakers like that for $56.
Yeah.
That like VNDS has been very, very, very good to me lately. Last year and this year.
Yeah,
Very good to me lately.
I got a little irritated with E a few days ago.
Oh yeah, because he's hunting for the same shoes you're hunting for, dude.
But he actually got the UNC and Chicago Jordan Low twos
for less than the price of the Obsidian ones.
Right. Retail.
Yeah.
Retail.
That's
so two pairs. That's two pairs basically.
Yeah. And as you can see, guys, like I can't wait for E to come on the show next week. I literally am so excited for E to come on because it's like the breakdown, bro. We're literally gonna be talking about the late night cops, the VNDS cops, the customs, everything that and bro, it's been a journey. It's like I've known you for like a year and a half now. We're coming up to a year and a half. And it's been a journey, bro.
We're going on 3 now. You realize that this is year 3. This is year 3.
Bro, it's been that long.
Dag, and you're the young,
yesterday.
Dag, and you're the youngest one out of this whole bunch, bro. Damn. You need some.
Bro, all I'm saying is it's been so amazing that it only feels like I met you yesterday, bro.
You might need some of this in your life.
Hold on. The participants of the Shoot Dog podcast. The participants of the Shoot Dog podcast.
Hi, Uncle Cam.
Hey,
my boy's saying hi.
Dude, his pajamas are the bomb.
He says your pajamas are really nice.
That is not what I said. Right. I said the bomb.
The bomb.
The bomb. He said your pajamas are the bomb.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bomb?
This is what I did not want to have to explain.
Dad, what's the bomb?
The bomb means something that's very nice. But to law enforcement, it means something completely different. So don't be mentioning that at the airport.
That's funny, dude. I've been talking the way that I talked as a kid with my kids since they were babies. Yeah. Like I actually have them, no joke. We'll get excited about something, and even when they were 2 or 3, I would say, "All right, guys, go yay yay," and I would hear like a 2-year-old go yay yay. I swear to God.
You couldn't make it up. You couldn't
why
make
not,
it up
right?
Because, bro. I was waiting for it. Daddy, what is the bomb?
I was wondering why he interpreted it, right? I guess as a parent, I should have recognized that. And
Look, he over there getting attacked, man.
Dude, yeah. Do you see that? It actually has paws.
Yeah, he embodied that whole pajama action right there. Right?
Yeah, man.
He said he's
so
all the
cool.
way with it.
So cool.
See this. I mean, this does nothing but perpetuate the African stereotype that we got lions and tigers living in our backyard. I'm living with a
you got one living in your house.
That's what I'm saying, And that's
wow.
All right, okay. All right, kiddo. Ow. Okay.
Yeah, watch those claws.
You can tell it's a family show. but on a real one, welcome to.
The funny thing is, the more if you once you guys like with kids or whatever, the more you fight, the more they want to do whatever the hell there is they're doing right now.
We know that, bro.
And he realized he on camera.
Hey, put your dinosaur hat on.
Thank you for a game request.
Come here.
It's a contest,
Hey, look.
bro. It's a versus. Bro, it's a versus.
Oh,
wow. Now we have our Triceratops. You want to say hi? Say hi. Hi.
Chloe, go finish your milk.
I'll get your game, okay? He's waving.
Right, cool.
TJ's waving at you.
Go finish your milk, Mama.
All right, cool.
All right, I love you, kiddo. I'll love you, okay? I promise.
All right, guys. I'm on a roll. It's getting a bit chaotic in here. So, Hugh, happy birthday once again. From me and mine. Happy birthday, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. Happy birthday, my friend. Make sure, hey, The requirement for the rest of this podcast is to be dope. So don't mess that up. All right.
Bro, it's gonna be dope. Bro. It's always
dope. It's got to be good. Okay.
Peace,
you already know.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate you, Cam.
so we done had a live
mauling happen. Yeah, that was great.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad we can have you on Straight to the Toe. The Straight to the Toe is a platform to help encourage people to give information, give advice, and having you on there is amazing because basically not only does it invite you back into the family group, it also brings like support and guidance as well. And I one day we'll hopefully get other people on like Scott and other people just to join. And then it just means like even when you're not there, you're still part of the supportive group, because I know Alex couldn't make it today because he's having some troubles in France, and obviously he's trying to settle there. He's not been doing a lot on Stretch to Toe, but he's still part of a member. He's still helping us. He's still growing and stuff like that, and we all help each other. So when we're at a point where we need the help, we all reach out to each other and we all help each other, and that's the main thing. And that's what the whole Straight to the Toe movement is. It's about growth, helping people, helping other sneakerheads, and always keeping it real, always keeping it 100% real. And then you see other things like Cam does his VNDSs. If you're in our group, you realize, yeah, if you ask Cam, he will deliver, and he will make sure he helps you out as much as possible. He's always a friendly person. Obviously myself, and then now we have you and Alex. It's amazing, and like this development is always growing. It's always going to be there. And bro, welcome, welcome.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm happy to be a part of it. It's a team. Like I always been a team player. Like I never cared to compete against people, especially one-on-one. Like even with gaming, bro. When I was heavy into gaming, I always wanted to play co-op games. I never liked playing versus online or in person, or like competition to me. I'm not a good person for competition because I'll get mad. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like losing. Which is why a lot of people, most people probably don't like losing, and it gives you a sore feeling. It sparks some anger in people, and going back to the group, like we don't do that. Like I was when Cam was talking about me turning around in my chair, that's just the way. That's my way of relating to people. Like I'm jokey. I like cracking on people sometimes, but it's all in good fun.
Bro, we know you're laughing. We know you're laughing behind when you turn your back. We know you're laughing. We can see your shoulders while you look.
Nah, man, it's all in good fun. Like the way Scott, Scott always trolling and cracking jokes. We all do it to each other, so. It's all in good fun, but we continue to help each other, and we share information with each other. Even in the group chat that we got on Instagram, everybody is unique in their own way. Everybody comes from almost everybody comes from a different city. We got multiple countries, and we have multiple likes and dislikes, and we're able to have conversations about stuff. So for me, that's what it's about. The team aspect of it.
Bro, just like the conversation we had about the denim ones yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, last week, and just like the real one put out today. Sorry, bro.
No. Listen, when I saw the 60-second sneaker news that you do every Sunday, y'all need to check out that sneaker news too. Well, it's some of the greatest content that the sneaker culture got to offer. I'm telling you, that sneaker news, you gotta watch that. But when I saw it, it made me smile because I was able to say to myself, "There go TJ keeping the same energy like he always does." So you got to keep the same, and it's respect. Like I don't, bro. I got the denim 6s. We got the camo 10s. People hated those shoes. I got the Space Jam IE Low Space Jam. The Jordan 11 IE Low Space Jam. Like stuck the Neon 4s. We talked about the Neon 4s before. And you got stuff in your collection that when it came out, people was like, well, why? I don't understand. Or no, that's trash. And you know how we talk. But
but we keep it real. We keep it real. Like at the end, and always like you say, you wear what you like, you buy what you like. At the end of the day, is a sneaker that I like is not going to be influenced by somebody else's choices. So, like from my perspective, like for instance, right, I did the review for the Coriander Air Trainer ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I always say, shout out to Mr. Miller who kind of just had it on his thing. I said, "Whoa, those are nice." So I reached out to him, and he was like, "Yeah, they're coming out. They're coming out soon." Because he did a review and said, "Oh, I'm going to definitely. I'm thinking about copying." He was like, "Yeah, you go cop it. It's a really good sneaker." So on that advice, I went and copped Air Trainer 1 when it released. And I'm not disappointed at all. And when I did the review, a lot of people looked at the review. Some people asked me questions about if it's gonna be full stock, if it's gonna be limited, what about the other releases? And I've just told them what I thought. It's gonna be full stock. I don't think they're gonna sell out. I think this is an SP. The other two are utilities. They're all the same. They're all part of the same pack, which is that like that tribal pack. And I think they're amazing. So, in that retrospect, and a lot of people reached out afterwards and said, "You're right." I said, "In hand, they are all absolutely awesome." And bro, even Scott went to the shop yesterday, looked at them in hand, and he was like, "Yo, these are really nice. I might buy them." And if Scott says that, you know it's good because Scott doesn't buy anything.
Did he buy them?
No, he didn't buy them. He was that tempted to buy them, bro. He's close to pulling that trigger, but he thought, and he wants to get the Michigan 5s. He wants to get the Oregon 5s as well. So he's kind of like in two minds of picking up what he wants. But if you can change Mr. Simpson's mind, that's a big thing.
Wait a minute. So we talking about Oregon 5s and Michigan 5s. Scott is talking about buying 2 pair of bright colored 5s. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. He had the Oregon 5s and he got rid of them, but he regrets it massively. And now he's definitely wants to pick up the Michigan 5s, that all bright yellow, mustard yellow 5. Bro, that is a gorgeous sneaker, man. That is a gorgeous sneaker.
Yo, Scott don't seem like the type of bright colored sneaker person.
He bought the Bluebirds. He bought the Bluebird 5s.
I want to see Scott what he put together with that shoe because he seems like a very like neutral type of person.
No, Scott's don't underestimate Scott. I think he's got some really good colorways. I don't know he likes his neutral colorways, but he does have some really. Look, bro, he came and met me and put the Guava 4s on, Union Guava 4s, and he pulled it off really well.
I think the Guava 4, the Union 4s are more neutral than they are like out there.
I don't know that Guava 4 is more of like a pinky, bright pinky. So it's more of the it's not like the topes. It's not like the other two as well. The noirs and stuff like that. It literally is probably the most loudest of all the Union 4s. So in that retrospect, I think him to pull it off, bro. Trust me, you will see Scott in that fit, and you were like, "Whoa, that's nice." Definitely. But we've already seen one thing that you picked up. We've already seen one thing you picked up this week, bro. What else have you picked up this week? Because I know you got some bangers behind you, bro.
Well, like I said, I got a grade school also of the 3s. Same thing.
Was it quite easy to pick up?
Not so easy.
Yeah.
Because I actually needed 4 pairs. I was interested in them for myself, but I'm kind of I can't say I'm glad I didn't get them, but there's a lot coming up that I want to try for. So I'm not gonna be mad about them. I know the price on them is probably going to go up before it goes down, I think.
Yeah.
But I might try to catch on some restocks. But I did have one other person, I think, wanted a pair that I couldn't get. So,
but from that perspective, though, if you really think about it, those threes haven't released in the UK at the moment because by the time this podcast goes up, it'll be Tuesday. So those Cardinal threes are releasing everywhere else except for the States on Thursday, which is going to mean on the 24th of February, which is going to mean it's going to be loads of pairs and the price is going to drop than what it is at the moment. So if you're watching this on Tuesday, before the Cardinal release, don't pay that resale because there's going to be more pairs in circulations all around the world, and you probably be able to cop from all these international shipping sites like N Clothing and Sneakers and stuff and all of that. So wait for the full release. Make sure the full release happens and then go and pick up your pairs because I personally think it's going to be a bigger stock released and it's all full family size run. So from that perspective, there's going to be more pairs on and there's going to be more restock. So wait for them. Just wait for them.
I was actually hearing the stock was kind of low on them for a GR.
Yeah.
But like you said, there are going to be more pairs available worldwide. So I know in the US, we do have access to some of those releases.
Exactly. And also, we have the Brotherhood ones coming out this week as well, coming up this week. So I might try and get that. In hand. Have a look. I'm leaning towards having a look at it, see what it looks in hand, and judging it from there. But it's not a pair that I think I'm going to keep in my collection. It's an unnecessary pair. I understand the fraternity. I understand what it means. I understand the whole Brotherhood version and the alpha, the what do you call it? What do you call those schools? Fraternities. Yeah, those fraternities. So I understand that. I understand the whole meaning. But like, it's a sneaker. It's a colorway that doesn't really appeal to me. Even with what it's been, what the push is with it, but for me it's like nah, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm cool on those. I do have one pair to try for somebody else, but other than that, I probably won't see those. I'm not interested in that one. There's a lot more stuff coming, so we still got restocks to see. We know we still gonna get Jordan reserves. There's a lot of collabs coming up, dunks coming up. So yeah, I'm gonna chill on that one.
Yeah,
but I do have a pair of these.
Marina.
I was able to pick up two pairs.
Two pairs. You forget 2 chains, just 2 pairs. 2 pairs? 2 pairs?
Okay. So this pair came from Foot Locker.
Well, we got to talk about Foot Locker in a bit afterwards.
You can't say that name out loud no more.
Yeah.
But okay, so this pair came from Foot Locker, right? And it's a good pair. It's a little bit better than the pair that I reviewed. Be honest with you, I reviewed a size 13 early. That was maybe a month ago now. When I saw that pair, I had that pair in hand. And you have your pair. Yeah. Scott has a pair, and a few other people that I know have pairs. The leather on this one is very nice. Like it's real grainy. It's soft. Like that toe box. I don't know if you can see the indentions in that toe box. Ain't nobody toe been in that, and the leather just doing what it's doing.
You know what? I said this in my review for them. So to be honest, I'm surprised that review that video actually got how many views it got. Like it went crazy for the Marina ones. But I said it in my review. That the toe box reminds me of the bread ones. You see the bread ones? It's the softest of that is actually replicated in my pair. And some pairs are tougher. Some pairs haven't got the same quality. but some of these pairs feel premium. I'm talking premium.
Yes,
like
sir.
it feels, and this goes back to what I was saying the other day was the fact that the sneaker is like the sneakers that aren't hyped, aren't pushed. There's loads of GRs are getting that better quality, that absolute tumbled leather, that soft leather, and the pairs, the hype pairs aren't getting that same quality for some reason.
Check it out. So this is the second pair, right? Bro, look at that toe box. Let me get my focus right. Look at that toe box.
Oh, bro, tumbled.
Bruh.
Don't sleep on these Merino ones. That's all I'm saying. Don't sleep on these Merino ones.
You see?
Hold on.
I'm barely touching it, bro. I'm barely touching it.
Bro. While you're there, I'm gonna try and pull up my bread ones. Like, let me just pull up my bread ones, and I'm gonna try and show you, right?
Bro,
this be the bread ones. This be the bread ones, like. God, look. Pull out your toe, bro. Look, it's the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
It's like,
yo, this man. It smells like a purse. This shoe smells like a Coach purse, a Coach bag. Bro.
But look, with the bread ones, it's just so soft. Look, that actual sneaker is exactly like Merino ones are the bread one. The quality or some of these pairs is immaculate to the point where they are almost like the bread ones, and it's phenomenal. Like the sneaker is. Look, I'm gonna say this. In a year's time, people regret not picking up those Merino ones, bro. I'm gonna say this now. There's gonna be massive regret.
Because people talking about what they call them, poor man's fragment,
Royal,
poor man's royals. Like,
exactly.
Whatever, man. You might think it's a poor man colorway, but it's rich man materials.
You couldn't even say it better than that, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
Give me a round of applause for that, bro.
It's the rich man materials.
And in about a year, you'll have to be a rich man to pick them up.
Bro. I'm telling you.
That is soft. That sneaker, bro. I'm gonna just say, look, that sneaker is so. It reminds me of the bread colorway. Every single time I see that Merino one, it reminds me of this. The quality on this bread toe is exactly like that Merino one.
Yo, and the craftsmanships on the pairs I seen, I haven't seen a flaw yet. I'm pretty sure there's some flawed pairs out there.
Yeah. There's always going to be one or two that
shout out to whoever got those flawed pairs. Hopefully it ain't as bad as it could be with the type of quality we've been getting on some of these releases lately. But
question is, right, one question. If you had a floor pair of sneakers, right, what would you love the floor to be?
What would I love for it to be?
Yeah. Because forget the glue stains, forget all of that stuff. Because I'm thinking of a certain situation that happens, and then the pairs were like ridiculous. Like what
you talk about what happened? You talk about what happened with them camo threes.
No, not the camo threes. Go
patchwork. You remember what happened with the patchwork threes, right?
No, go on. Remind us.
Wait a minute.
So the situation while you put up the situation I'm talking about is there was a defective pair once, right? And that tick here, right?
Yeah.
That tick here was upside down. So instead of pointing up, the thing was pointing down. So the tick went like this, down like that. Bro, somebody put that in a resale shop for 100,000.
Yeah.
And there was a pair of gold toes. That was a pair of gold toes that happened to all the top three. That was the sneaker that happened to it. You couldn't make it up. It was like a limit. I think it was a complex sneakers, limited pair. Like the tick was upside down before even Travis Scott did it. That's where you got the inspiration from, bro.
Yo, that I'll take that. Something like that, I'll take that. But most of the flaws we see ain't nothing compared to.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're gonna have. Yo, I remember that. Doesn't that look like a penis at the back? That. Bro, I remember that. You reminded me. But every time you see a flaw in a sneaker and people don't understand it, or the fact it's a manufacturer defect, like the reverse tick, all they're gonna say is, "You are fake news," because they're gonna call your sneakers like fake or UAs.
Bro, if stuff like this can happen, and we know how UAs work, right? At this point, we know it's high quality, it's low quality, but certain sneakers, you're gonna always be able to tell if they're UAs or not. So if you got a legit pair and they come with a defect like an upside down swoosh, that's a gold mine.
That's a gold bro.
What
100%.
So I'm thinking about a Jordan 1, right? So what if I won this shoe on sneakers, right?
Yep.
And I won this colorway, and we know with the Gatorade pack, every shoe was monotone like this.
Yeah.
There's the purple, there's the blue, there's the Volt, and there's this orange. What if you ordered the orange pair and they came with a purple toe box?
Oh, bro, I'm keeping that. That is fire, bro. That is fire.
Or you ordered the blue pair and it came with an orange
back
heel.
Yo, bro, you just gave Jordan Brand an amazing idea. They need to do a mixed collab, bro. You give these brands ideas. They're gonna do a mixed Gatorade collab. Bro, watch this space. 2 years time, you're gonna see that. You're an influencer, bro.
Jordan Brand, you stay away from my ideas, okay?
Yo, I'm not no cap. I've literally seen Jordan Brand take ideas from people that actually pull up mock-ups and actually put them into fruition. I've seen that. I've seen a mock-up, and then two years later, I've seen the sneaker from Jordan Brand, and the mock-up ain't from Jordan Brand. They look, bro. If you don't think Jordan Brand are out here looking at people's Instagrams and customizers, then you're silly, because they are looking, they're observing, and they all come up with ideas, and they'll say, okay, I like that. It's that colorway, that kind of feature. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Trust me, that happens.
Obviously, because we know they're paying attention to what people are doing, because if they weren't, these lawsuits wouldn't exist. So from my understanding, Nike, of course, every big company has a team of lawyers and people that look for stuff. They actively seek copyright infringement and trademarks and all that kind of stuff, and patents. So if they trying to stop and block everything that somebody's doing, like with the Air Force One customizers, Nike is gonna come out with an Air Force One with a butterfly. It might be one butterfly. It might only be one butterfly on the shoe.
A big butterfly in the back of the heel, bro.
Yeah.
J Balvin.
Yeah, just like they put the lightning bolt right here. It's gonna be an Air Force One with a butterfly right there. Yeah, we seen SB do it. People, put their logos on the back heel. We seen the actual back tab become somebody's logo, like with Travis, or they got too many ideas to see what people are doing out here creatively with their shoes.
I like one thing I do like about the Travis Scott ones is that logo on the back heel, that sicko mode logo in the back. That is fire, bro. I like that. I like the emboss. I like the fact it's embossed back there. I like the fact it's got that sicko mode face on. It's nice. I like it. It gives an extra vibe to that sneaker. Don't like the fragment Travis ones. I think they're horrible. Me personally, but I like the Mocha ones. But that little touch right at the back, just say it's like Travis saying, "My seal of approval." Bang, there you go.
Yeah.
And it's nice. It's very nice. I think that's a nice touch to it.
We've seen Staple, we've seen Undefeated, and a lot of other people take that placement spot. You know what I'm saying? And so now, have you seen the Crane?
Right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Have you seen the Crane Air Force Ones?
Yeah.
The Crane, the Turtle. I can't remember the other one. I think it was 3 of them. The placement, the brand placement, or the icon placement, or the pack emblem placement.
What's the best logo? What's in your opinion right this moment in time? What is the best logo
outside of the Jumpman, which don't really count if we're talking about collabs?
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards the Undefeated in-ball stamp. But I kind of want to go with the pigeon, the staple pigeon.
Oh, the pigeon is nice. The pigeon is nice. I think got 3. I like the Undefeated, the tally Undefeated. Right. That's sick. That's absolutely
it's clean. It's just clean.
Yeah, bro. Every time you see that, bang. I do like the baby ape tag. The fact that camo's infused with the ape. Every time I see that patch, I'm like, where's the ape? Where's the ape? I'm always looking for it.
It's so with the ski mask on.
That's fire, bro. That's fire. I love that. Dope. I love that. And there's another one. Can't think of it now, but there's definitely one more that I think even with the Undefeated, like when you see those 95s, you see those Air Max 95s with that green Gucci, and it was all black, and it's got that green Gucci, bro. That was fire, bro. The white pair and the black pair especially, that was fire. Absolute craziness on that sneaker, bro.
While we talking about collabs,
let me show you what I picked up, what I've been working on, because yeah. So you all know me. You know I'm very naughty, and I'm very naughtily doing these, bro.
Nike, if y'all watching, do it.
Wait, look.
Just do it, Nike.
Bro, I'm gonna say one thing. It's like if you can't get it, make it yourself. And that's to everybody. If you can't afford it, make it yourself, or get somebody to make it for you. But yeah, the only thing that's missing is a Wings logo. And bro, this is my pair. Like this, all the detailing's done on this. All I need to do is put the Wings logo, matte all that. This is my pair. I've got another 2 pairs for the bros that I'm doing, because basically they all like ever since I did it's just spiraled on people just asking me how to do this custom, which is great, because I can actually get these like this is actually color match. You know, this is color match to Cam's original pairs. But this sneaker, bro, like I was talking to somebody yesterday, and it's like, how much are you selling this? He goes, well, to customize this, it's £150, but like this actually retails for, like, the original pair retails for about 1,500. I was like, whoa! All you got to turn around and say to them is, oh shit, I forgot I missed a zero at the end of it. I was like, no, I can't be doing that.
I might end up sending you my pair, bro, because
every
time I see it, it looks like you're getting better with it. Every pair you do, you get better.
No, I think it's the same thing. I think it's exactly the same thing with E's pair, because E's pair was the basic.
Maybe I like it the more I see it, because at first I ain't gonna lie. At first the non-matching sole kind of bugged at me a little bit.
Yeah, because it's that to that. But bro, I'm gonna tell you one thing: is the uppers are gonna always be the same. That sole is gonna wear down. That orange is gonna go like in real life. I'm looking at this from here. In real life, that there's a discoloration between the uppers and the sole. And as you can see, this is the original Shatterback Ball colorway, and there's a special mix. This is not the Angelus Shatterback Ball. This is a different mix that I put together with the Shatterback Ball Angelus to get that to color match it. But that's a big but. Big booty butt. So you can big booty butt there. the orange doesn't. Like, if I put it like this, the orange doesn't match. See what I'm saying? That orange is more electro orange, and that's shatter backboard. So, but when you wear this, nobody's gonna see the difference when you wear it. And secondly, when you wear it, this is gonna fade away over time because that orange you step on constantly. You step on, and that's gonna wear down that orange anyway. So it's gonna come back to this shatter backboard colorway. But bro, this is the reason why I got 2 pairs of these electric orange. I got the original and I got one for myself, so I can actually do this. So this is my custom for it. I got Dells that I'm working on, which I'm going to detail today, and then Polars which I'm working on, which I'm going to detail today as well. And then I'm going to put the wings logos in, mat it all out, and it's done. And I can just give it to the bros because the one thing that makes me really happy is when I can actually get the pairs, a custom pair to the bros when it's all done and they're really happy with it, and to see their faces is amazing. But the leather on these electric oranges, bro, is butter, bro. Like absolute butter, bro. Like these are like crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So this is why it's a good sneaker to do. It's definitely a good sneaker to do.
Yeah, I still ain't touched my pair yet. They still unlaced. I ain't even thought about wearing them, to be honest with you. So I might end up sending you my pair too, because I actually I got them up on Trade Block. I think I put them on my Trade Block. So if somebody want it bad enough, they're offering the right thing, they out of here. But if I do keep them, they're probably gonna get customized. Well, even if it's not that color, that colorway, maybe one variation of even the 3.0. Like I might want to try a non-garbage bag 3.0 colorway.
That is sick. That would be sick
with the actual sole. The orange sole, because that orange on that 3.0 is more like the electro orange than it is like the first 2 shattered backboard colorways. So.
And I've got the 3.0, so I can actually try and color match it as well, which is great because the thing about shatter backboard colorway for all the variations, even the 2.0 is different to the 1.0 because the colors don't match. But
the lows,
big secret, a little secret. E wants me to do another custom with electric oranges as well, so that's coming up. He's already like I'm his customizer, bro.
Because he got. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it more next week when he's actually on with us. But yeah, bro, he been going crazy with the customs, and like he mentioned earlier, I know he been hitting the VNDS market pretty hard too. Getting a lot of good pairs for low prices, man. I mean, I was legit butthurt when I saw that he had the Jordan 2 Low Chicago's, and then he pulled out the UNC's right behind him. I'm like, bro, what? You calling me to hurt my feelings? Like, what is this? Like, come on, bro, don't do me like that,
bro. But like, you know what? To me, it's good. It's good to see he just go into his own style because he's gone from highs to lows. Like he loves his lows. Yeah. He's got a lot of lows, and to be honest, it's fitting because he comes from East Africa. It's like to wear highs. It's gonna be your feet will be sweating all day because it's to the weather. The weather will don't allow it. But he's got loads of beautiful lows. Like the fact. We'll talk about it next week. But the fact that you're like, I'll give you a little insight into E. He got 2 neutral grey 1 lows, and he wanted a 3rd pair.
I remember him.
It's such a beautiful sneaker. Hey,
I remember him getting those 2 pairs and how much he loved them. Because I got my pair. I think everybody that got a pair kind of pretty much love that shoe because of the quality of it.
Bro, that sneaker was a. Bro, that sneaker is fire. That sneaker is absolute fire. That grey on that sneaker, that actual white upper is the best leather I've seen. And I'm talking about in terms of leather. I'm talking about softness. The you ain't gonna crease that sneaker for anything, bro.
That toe box, that toe box is what dreams are made of. I'm telling you. Yeah, they got to do that more often, man. Like I don't care if it's a low. We know they're probably not going to do it on a mid unless it's a SE or a collab. But we need that, bro. We really need that.
You know what?
No, we want that. We need that. We gotta have that.
Yeah,
all that.
Exactly. So my best pickup for this week and probably this month, right? Probably not this month until this point is what a sneaker I picked up the other day, and I'm looking at it now and I'm like, yo, these are super fire. These are super fire, and I like this. I like this silhouette. I'm a really very big fan of this silhouette. I've got loads of these silhouettes in my collection. I'm talking about the all grey, the Bordeaux's, like even the FIBA. So if you know what I mean, you know the silhouette I'm talking about. But this is an OG. This is amazing, and this is absolutely phenomenal. And I'm going to do a review for Thursday on this. But bro, look at this. The playoff 12, though.
Yeah, I saw
absolutely
that release.
Gorgeous.
I saw that release and I missed it because I was at work. I had the page pulled up and everything, bro. I was ready to pull the trigger and I missed it.
Look, bro. I've got the international flights. I've got the Indigos. I've got the what is it, Royalty 12s.
Royalty.
Bro. This is gorgeous. The leather on this, right? Look at the leather on this. It's this tough, like soft, tough, gorgeous leather. Look at that, bro. It is premium. It is phenomenal. But that I'm gonna leave for the review. Everything else I'm gonna leave for the review because, bro, this is my favorite pickup.
That release,
I'm smelling it.
That release is gonna go crazy over here, man. Like I know in the United States, especially I know in Georgia, in Atlanta, Decatur, people love Jordan 12s, bro. Like the last 12 that I can remember actually even getting close to not selling out was the utility 12. You could find certain sizes, and then we got a lot of late shipments on that one. Yeah. And the Indigos didn't do so well initially here, because there was so many pairs. Like the market was flooded with that Indigo 12. That might have been 1 million pair of these. I ain't gonna lie. I think Jordan might have felt like that Indigo was going to do more than it actually did. But I am starting to see more pairs on feet. But I think there's a lot of people sitting on Indigo 12s right now. Actually, my brother, King Rod, he had quite a few pairs at release. I did too, buying for other people. But I decided not to keep it at the time. Yeah. And I'm not disappointed about it, but it is it didn't do as well as a lot of us thought it was going to do. I thought it was going to go crazy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I thought it might have gone crazy, but with those, I realized with those Indigo 12s, you know the Indigo and that colorway is supposed to fade out. Not people know this. It's supposed to fade out to a different colorway, and then it's supposed to fade out to a lighter Indigo. It's the more you wear it, the more it kind of fades through and it becomes a different colorway over time. It's right. It's like what they've been doing a lot lately with the skateboard shoes, with the SB shoes, with the LA, like even the Jordan SBs. They do like that inspiration went into that Indigo, but that colorway is fine. Like I love. There's one thing. Low key. I love 12s. Low key, I love 11s, 12s, and 13s. Like there's a whole selection there. What I picked up Obsidian 13s because I like the Hero games. The Flint 13s. I picked up the Red Flint 13s because I love 13s. Right. And I'm looking for the CP3 13s, bro. There's undeniably.
13s. I actually I unds my Flints yesterday, so I know what you're talking about. We're talking about 13s, like
bro.
This Flint actually is going on 2 years old. They released in I think it was July 2020.
Yeah,
and these didn't do as well as people estimated also, because I think because of the early pair situation, there was a lot of these going around early and the prices didn't do what was expected. So a lot of people were able to get their hands on Flint 13s for good prices as far as resale went.
But that's gorgeous though, because basically it means everybody that wanted pairs got their pairs. And like in retrospect, I'm going to tell you this now because I just checked StockX. In retrospect, that Flint 13. It was when did it release in 2020? So we're talking about nearly coming up to 2 years, and the prices. The thing is, with 13s, the prices stay stable, and after a certain while, they just shoot up. So that Flint 13 now is at £300 resale, right? So in retrospect, in the next year or so, that's going to shoot up. It's going to massively shoot up to a point where people will be like, well, yo, I slept on these and I want a pair, but I can't get a pair because they're too expensive now. So
same thing happened.
Like my Instagram reel, don't sleep on sneakers. Don't sleep on sneakers.
Yeah, the same thing happened with the He Got Games, because I was able to get a pair of He Got Games for about $40 over retail. Yeah, because I wasn't active. I wasn't actively buying at that point. That was the year before I actually started buying and started building my collection. But 13s, man, they so funny. I actually saw yesterday. I was out quite a while, and I was able to see a lot of different pairs on feed, man. The Court Purple 13s I saw on feed. I saw a couple of actually saw it wasn't yesterday. I actually saw somebody wearing the terracotta 14s, the clock 14s.
Those are nice.
That surprised me. That surprised me, bro. I had that collection. I had that pair in my collection, but I got rid of it because I didn't think I was gonna wear it. I couldn't quite put it together. It was that pinkish tone on the midsole that I wouldn't. I wasn't really cool with, but I actually did cop those for retail. That's a super dope, high quality shoe, man.
Yeah,
Clark did a good job on that, but just I'm happy to see in this resale climate so many people putting their stuff on feet, man. Because I went to the Nike. Store. I went to the Nike store yesterday. So
that's a big receipt, bro. That's a big receipt.
Don't worry about my receipt left. All right? Don't worry about my receipt.
It's that split. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about my receipt left. You keep your eyes off my receipt, right? But no,
all I'm saying is like those He Got games come out in 2018, and like if you was around in 2018, you could have walked into the shop and got them. Like that was pre Obsidians. That was pre the hype of Jordans. Like that was at a time where Jordans were getting more and more popular in the UK, and then you could go and still pick up your pairs from the shop. There's like I picked up the Gym Red ones. And the week before the Obsidians released, and then it went crazy after that. But from my perspective, the He Got games now as a resale sneaker is about £400, bro. Like £400 is ridiculous, and the Flint 13s will be that price in a year's time.
Well, look at the they call it shatter backboard. I can't remember the exact colorway. The white and orange 13s that came out last year. The price on those was below retail for months, and now I believe it's somewhere around $280, $290. So
what's this one? The electric orange.
Yeah.
So from retrospect, the electric orange. If I just quickly check that in the background, It is going like in terms of the stock prices. I managed to get polars for like $200, £200. So basically, from my perspective, that price is going up. And then like you know what, we're gonna dedicate a show to sneaker economics. We'll educate people on our perspective of sneaker economics and sneaker stocks and sneaker resale. We will do a show dedicated to that to kind of talk through why you shouldn't sleep on sneakers, why sneakers go up, and what happens to the prices on those sneakers over time. And it is true. Like we can log into StockX and we can show you the graphical information of the growth of a sneaker over time. Like we talking about sneakers that go for under retail and like 2 to 3 years, like they go for 3 or 4 times the retail price. So we'll dedicate a show to that, but it's not because we're encouraging resale. It's we're encouraging people to go and buy the sneaker when they want to buy it and not delay on sneakers, because it means you will pay the consequences in the long term for when you want to pick up these sneakers. That's really important, because like we want people to pick up their sneakers for retail all the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
I wish I was able to get this one for retail. This Oski Dunk.
Yeah.
I had no idea when or how it was releasing when it did, but when I finally saw this shoe, I was mad. And just for example, you see the prices steadily right. You got your highs, your peaks and valleys on the graph, but stuff like this, man, especially SBs, for whoever was able to buy this shoe for 160, 170, 180, even 200, and now look at it, 364. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
So
and I've been seeing this. This is what I've been seeing. My partner, shout out to E, not E.Got.Sole. I got another friend, E, Rock Hill E. He pointed this out to me, and this is from November. This story is from November. I haven't seen anybody talking about it, and I typically don't go for all white shoes, but yeah, I might need me some of this.
You might need it, bro. It might be a sneaker that you might need, just slightly might need.
I need me some of this, but look at that leather.
The leather, bro. That leather.
And the red stitching on the midsole, bruh.
You know what this, like, I'm gonna show you. There's something about when Nike does this. There's something about when Nike does that. Let's see that tick. The tick is different.
Yeah,
it's on those dunks as well. It's got that red tick. There's some, like, I appreciate this. I do appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I do actually like this flare. Look, that brings a whole new character to the sneaker.
Yeah, and they did the Marinos the same way. Yeah, nah, almost, but that is still gorgeous. Yeah. That is still that contrast. Nike contrast is still gorgeous. Yeah, so it's a little things, man. Like for people like us that are true sneakerheads, not that other people aren't as much, but it's always the details, man. Like when you look at a shoe, you get the overall colorway, silhouette, and if you like the color combinations, for the most part, you call it dope and you want it. But sometimes it's the detail stuff that just take it over the top, and Nike understands that. Adidas, Puma, all the brands nowadays, I feel like, are understanding the value of details for sneakerheads, especially in this media space, because on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook and Twitter, all these media outlets and also independent creators, that's what we all focus on, the details. And the brands are listening. At least they listening to that part. They might not listen to everything we say, because we get on the rooftops and we start yelling for stuff, and they just won't do it. You know, we want OG colorways and we want old style stuff. We want stuff built. Yeah,
when you talk about details, let's talk about this, bro. Let's talk about this, bro. Have you seen the tongue? Look at the tongue, bro. Look up the top of the tongue. That Rui 8, right? I'm just gonna go and look at some of these official images, bro. That Rui 8 is phenomenal.
Yeah, man.
That could be my sneaker of the year. I'm not no cap. No
Even
cap, bro.
the shape of it, like it's a thing of beauty, bro. Like,
look, have you seen? This is like that's mid that side guard panel is like this camo. It's sketched through. This material is gonna be soft. Underneath, it's got that red black sole. The tongue, bro. Everything about this sneaker is for me is one of the best releases this year. Like I'm no cap, bro. Oh my god, like literally, just get rid of this. No thanks, get rid of this. But like. Are you seeing this, bro?
Yeah, I mean, and for the most part, like I was just saying, I think a lot of people are gonna see it. A lot of people are gonna see that as a tan Jordan 8. Nah, it's not just a tan 8, bro.
No.
Like, that's special.
Look at the top. Look at the top. Have you seen the insole?
Yeah.
Look, top down it's gorgeous.
Trust me, I've seen so many pictures of this shoe.
That's hard. That's hard.
I've seen so many pictures of this shoe. I feel like I already got it because I just wanted that.
I gotta have it. I gotta have it, bro.
I'm exhausting. I'm exhausting every option. Yeah, I'm exhausting every option to get that, man. I gotta get that,
bro. I will. Oh my, bro! Look at that insole.
And see that, bro.
And when you talk about detailing, this is what we talk about in terms of detailing. That detailing is on point, bro. Like how this is that's the box, bro.
The box.
That's the box. I don't care. I'm gonna get this every which way possible because I need this sneaker, bro.
Yes.
This is a sneaker I've been looking at since it was announced last year in November.
It was before that. I've been seeing this.
Was it?
I've been seeing it since a little bit before that.
Yeah, I think you might be right. They did the update in November, but I think I caught this in September, maybe October time. But
yeah, something like that. Because we've been waiting. I feel like we've been waiting on it longer than we needed to. Like sometimes I hate getting early news and previews on stuff because it's so much, bro. To remember. So many pairs coming out that something like this will go under the radar and you'll end up missing the release.
Yeah. No, that ain't going under the radar. I'm like, come here, please. Come hither. Come hither.
Come hither. Yo.
And this is an instant get over here. Bro, that is a sneaker I want, bro. Hands down. It's probably going to be my sneaker of the year.
Did you get the Chinese New Year 7s?
Oh,
not
bro.
Chinese New Year, the Greater China 7s.
Yes. I'm gonna rock them next week. I'm gonna take them out.
That shoe, that Rui 8 reminds me so much of that Greater China 7. And from a totally different perspective, you know what I'm saying? Because it is monotone, and that's what I was saying. Most people are gonna look at that as that's a tan 8, that's a brown 8. We don't need it. Nah, you ain't understanding what's going on. Either your elevator, your design elevator, maybe stop at a certain floor, and this might be a little bit above. Like it ain't the craziest thing. It's not the acronym dunk. You know,
bro. I'm gonna take you through a semi review of this sneaker. Right, number 1, glow in the dark sole. Number 2, the cardinal vibes on this. Number 3, right. That transparent dragon, there's 2 dragons on it, front to toe, 2 heads, right? Number 4, that motif, that all those motifs, that Chinese motifs are on that interwoven together. It's not leather, it's not printed, it's interwoven together on that sneaker. That tongue, bro, that tongue is phenomenal. And then you've got that number 9 at the back of that sneaker to represent the Olympic color, Olympic number 4, Michael Jordan. Bro, that sneaker is phenomenal. Yeah. And you know why that sneaker's at? You know why that sneaker's at? I can tell you why that sneaker's at.
Why you think it's at?
Because number 1, it's a 7. Right. Number 2, it's linked to China, right? And number 3, COVID.
COVID. I wouldn't think so much COVID. I think those other 3 reasons that you gave us are super valid. But we saw, I don't know what it was for you, but we saw in the U.S. we saw a spike in sneaker purchases in the beginning stages of COVID. Mm-hmm. So I don't, for the life of me, bro, I can't figure out how or why, other than the fact that it's a 7, because I don't think sneaker culture really cared too much about the China issues. But
bro,
that shoe was in the outlet, bro.
Yep, it went on sale.
I think it was a return. A friend of mine actually got a pair from the outlet. I don't think it was on the shelf though, because it's a SE. That shoe was kind of limited. It sold out on sneakers.
That went on sale here. In the UK, it went on sale. It went on sale. The Flint 7s went on sale. So it's got combinations of being a 7. Not a lot of people like the 7. 7s are not hyped. If Virgil touches a 7, they'll go crazy. But
through the roof. We
don't care if that sneaker goes on sale. We don't care if that sneaker sits. We don't care if you don't like it. We will get that. That detailing on that sneaker is phenomenal. Like when I saw it, instant thought in my brain was, I want that.
It's probably the most detailed shoe in my collection, to be honest with you.
Yep. Until you get the Rui 8s. Until you get the Rui 8s.
Well, even with the Rui 8, bro, like I'm looking at it and I see, from the insole to the patches, everything, that's dope. That 7 has that. That 7 has that, but it also has that medial side of that 7, bro. Ain't nothing like that. I don't correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, or if you could think of something, TJ. I ain't seen nothing like what we get on that 7 with that motive with the clouds. Like, bro.
So
plus the dragons, because it's 2 different materials with the same pattern. So they actually had to flip 2 different materials to be able to do that, with the black, with the white, then the glow in the dark bottom, bro. It's so many 5 details going on that shoe, man. I can't think of nothing that's doing that much. Being able to pull it off.
No. So we've seen sneakers with panel removals. We've seen sneakers with, we saw the cloth for Air Force Ones. We repeat the whole thing about burning it and seeing the underneath of it. We've seen that. We've seen the Gundams where you got the different color changes. I'm going to be honest. The Rui 8s reminds me of a clock collaboration. Those clock 13s. So the clay effect on that reminds me of the Rui 8s. But then there's additional detail in the insoles, the box. To be honest, nobody sees the box, but the insoles nobody sees. But the thing is, it's there, and that big H at the top. That tongue is what it's like. Remember back in the day when you melt wax and you put a stamp on the front of your letter?
Yeah.
That's that, bro. That's that.
Yeah.
For me, that's that. So in retrospect, I think that Great China 7, you're right. It's the most detailed combo I've seen. Even with the Travis Scott 6s, you got the side pockets, you get the premium, you got that premium leather on it, or the premium suede or nubuck on it. It doesn't touch, personally, in terms of detailing. Like even the Amamiel 3s and 1s, the history behind it, story behind it is beautiful. The detailing, the softness of the leather is beautiful. The combination of the leather is beautiful. But it doesn't do what the 7 does. It doesn't. If we saw that 7 on a 4 or a 1 or even a 6, that would be crazy.
On a 6, that I think on a 6, it will probably be best because the 6s and 7s are so similar, or an 8. Or an 8, because an 8 got so much going on where it could probably pull it off in a as well, but in a different way.
And you can still get those great, like the Greater Chinas came out in 2020, right? And you can still get them, and they came out in September 2020. But you can still get them for just over retail, which is a testament to that sneaker, because it went on sale. But also, I did see a lot. If I'm honest, I did see a lot of comments cursing that sneaker because the whole sneaker was I think it was supposed to be let me just verify this because this came out around the time the Phoebus came out. The Phoebus came out in 2019, right? That was to do with the Olympics, wasn't it? The FIBA Olympics and stuff like that, the basketball tournament and stuff like that. But the Greater China, the Greater China Sevens was associated to that sneaker. They delayed it for another year, but I did see a lot of racist people out there saying, I ain't messing with this sneaker. It's to do with Greater China, and I don't support China, and blah, blah, blah. And I did see that, bro. I did see that.
Okay, I get that, but it's a Nike product. Like, at the end of the day, it's a Nike Jordan brand product. It ain't got no Chinese flag on it. You know, it's there's a story to that shoe outside of anything that had to do with the bullshit that was going on with China and different governments. But I do understand how some people, you know, they might have taken such a strong stance on the China issues, and so they were just against it. So I respect that. But to me, it was just a dope shoe. To be honest with you, I didn't even think about that at that point. Like, I saw a dope shoe that I wanted. I tried for it, and that was that.
I got it. I got it. I got it in hand. I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna rock with it. And then all of a sudden, the whole conspiracy with, oh, this is a Chinese shoes. Oh, blah blah blah. This blah blah that. It's like, oh, they're seriously like, there was so much. There was so much like negativity behind that sneaker because people didn't want to. People didn't want to associate that sneaker in China, and they didn't like it. So I can see there's all these multitudes and multi-dimensional reasons why people didn't pick up that sneaker and it went on sale, but it doesn't deny the fact that that's one of the most detailed sneakers. As a combination of sneakers, some people might say it's doing too much. I think it's doing just about right in terms of what it gives you. The delivery of that, bro. Like it's probably somewhere here. I'm not going to try and risk getting a pair out because the box is going to fall on my head. But
yeah, I got actually my pair is right there,
right at the bottom, exactly. But if you pull it out, I'm going to tell you, if you ever get a chance to see those sevens, like have a look at the medial side and have a look at how it's interwoven. That pattern's interwoven. It's gorgeous. It's like it reminds you of one of those interwoven baskets. You know those, but those little wicker baskets. So it reminds you of that. 100%. Great sneaker. Great sneaker.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So you wanted to talk about Kanye.
I can't find the story. I don't know if it's been scrubbed, but everything that Kanye does hits the radar, and so I don't know how many people are really up on it on what happened. But I saw a story that mysteriously disappeared in my phone. I think they might have scrubbed it. It was something.
Was it a story about him saying that he's like if you get the same old bullshit all the time, and then when you do something new, people think it's weird.
Yeah. So this is why Jordan and Kanye would never be able to collab, because he'll come out and say stuff like this. You can't want to work with a company and then come out and bash the company. Maybe behind the scenes, whatever they were trying to put together is already dead. So he's coming out, lashing out once again at Nike like he's done countless amount of times. Like when I went to try to, because I saw the story on my phone initially, when I went on my computer to try to pull it up to share here on the podcast, I couldn't find it in the sea of stories of Kanye talking crazy about Nike. You know what I'm saying? So with the way he does stuff, the way that he is always combative with other brands, is ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. It'll have to be something. It'll have to be something miraculous, something magical that happened. I think that's going to make Nike or Jordan want to work with him when his behavior is so sporadic. You know what I'm saying? Like he all over the place, bro. He can't focus on what's trying to get accomplished before he say something crazy about whoever he's working with.
Okay, cool. I can pull the story up because I found it. I'm just trying to do this. Give me 2 seconds, but keep talking, bro.
No, I mean, I didn't think it was gonna work. When we talked about it on one of the previous episodes, I didn't think it was gonna work anyway. We discussed it in our group chat, and people are excited about it. I'm excited about it too. I mean, even when we talked about it, like if it does happen, that's gonna be something I want to have in my collection more than likely. But nah, bro, he can't control himself.
That's the story, bro.
Yeah.
Nike been pushing the same old ash styles on you for years, but when somebody is creating creative and influential, you call it weird, or you call them weird. So, that whole situation with Kanye and Nike is never going to be resolved. They still have hate for each other. I think ideally Kanye would want to work with Nike again. And I think this is him being rejected, and he's just come out and lashed out. So I think that's what's happened, and we both know this, bro. We know when music comes out, everybody kind of escalates it. Everybody kind of like wants to make it important, and you either beef with somebody or you collab with somebody. You get yourself out there. Why else is DJ Khaled trying to push more of his content? Because he's got something with Jordan Brand coming, but also he's doing music with Kanye and them doing the whole spectacle together with friends. That's a whole musical stunt, bro. That's a whole musical stunt, and I secretly think Kanye in the background was hoping and wishing that he kind of this evolved into a inter brand collaboration, because I think that's what he's trying to push as well. And he's not a dummy. He's not a dummy. Like, for whatever Kanye is, if you love him or hate him, he's like we said the other day, he's a mogul. He knows what he's doing. He maneuvers in ways that he knows he wants kind of results from. So in that retrospect, this is a rejection letter. He's probably had a no thank you, Kanye, we don't want to work with you, and this is what he's come back out with. And let's be real, bro. That over there, that statement over there, he ain't wrong, bro.
He is, though, because when it's hot, it's gonna sell. When it looks good, it's gonna sell, bro. And we have to remember, the sneaker culture, sneakerheads, we are the minority when it comes to Nike sales, when it comes to Adidas sales. These big brands, they don't have to cater to us. They do, because they know we'll always be there. We're loyal to the brands to a fault. A lot of the times, everybody's got their favorite brands, everybody's got their favorite silhouettes, but the average person is the one that's buying the $40, $50 shoes that nobody knows about. They the one that's going to Shoe Carnival or Rack Room or Shoe Department, the stores that aren't Foot Locker. They aren't the Nike flagship, Adidas flagship. They aren't going into Hibbett looking for the playoff 12s. They just want a shoe for themselves or one of their family members to put on and wear because they need a new pair of shoes. They don't care about having this shoe in the collection and I need those. They gonna see a Rui 8 and be like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I agree with you, but there's two phrases to this statement, right? There's two contexts to this statement. Number one, he's saying Nike's pulling out the same old shit, same old styles. So when I read that, I read that differently, and then that's one part of it. That's one part of it. Then he says when somebody pulls out something creative and influential, we all call it weird. That's the other statement. That's two statements in one, right? You got to think of it this way. So I believe the first statement's correct, right? So in reality, like Nike pulling out same old styles, you could define as same old silhouettes, same old stuff. So We saw abundance of Jordan 1s last year. We saw an increase in Jordan 4s. We saw an increase in some of the 6s. We saw an increase in dunks. So when you're talking about the same styles, you can only do a tearaway sneaker so many times before it becomes repetitive. You can only do a Jordan 1 silhouette before it becomes repetitive. Like you got to see the models last year. Like you got patinas, you got pollens, you got marinas, you got all these other Jordan 1 silhouettes. You get the Brotherhood, you got the fusions. So in that retrospect, when he says same old styles, that's what he's referring to. So he's basically saying they pull out the same old styles, but you guys lap it up because you basically like what you like. And also in the same context, he's taking a shot at Nike for who actually wears the new Jordan ranges. Like, if you're not a basketball player, who's wearing that? Who's wearing the 34s, the 31s, 32s, 33s? Who's wearing the 270s? Who's wearing the Vapor Maxes? Like, they had a trial. They tried to do the Vapor Maxes to have that go against the MMDs. Didn't work. Well, Vapor Maxes, there was hype for a year, died out because they oversaturated the market. But then the fallback, you don't see a lot of Vapor Max releases at this moment in time because the fallback is Air Max 1, Air Max 90, Jordan 1s, Jordan 4s. See, this is where I think Kanye is getting at. He's literally, and SBs, I forgot the SB ranges, but this is what Kanye is getting at, is there is nothing new that's exciting people, because it might be a little bit of hype, a little bit of like, yo, these are new, look at this silhouette, and then it just goes away.
I get that from a certain perspective, but they still sell.
They still sell. Agreed.
The Vapor Max is the go-to comfortable shoe for a person that likes Air Max, that likes Nike.
Mm-hmm.
Vapor Max, and let me say this: when I can go to a store today. Prime example, the Air Max, the new Air Max, the 2022 Air Max that came out, this with the big, funny looking pod, like pea pod looking
big window.
Right.
Big window, yeah.
Colorways of that shoe are hard to come by in store. So people walking in the store, they're picking them up. Sure, it's not being hyped, but if Nike wanted to, do you think, or do you not believe that if Nike said, let's give Clot the new Air Max and see what they can do, that shoe is going to be hyped. The same thing they did with Travis Scott with the last Air Max, the 270. That color, that silhouette had so many different colorways, and people were buying a lot. I see some of the worst colorways of that shoe being worn by people on a regular basis, bro. And these aren't sneakerhead people. That's the thing. Hype creates a push for a silhouette.
Yeah.
When it comes to
and it reaches. So what we're saying is, this is our little bubble of sneakerheads,
mm-hmm.
and this is the rest of the world. And then when you have a sneaker here and you hype it within the community, you hear those reparations around the world because people pick them up, and I get that. But like we're still talking about sneakers that were made in 1987, 1990. We're talking about sneakers that were.
It's the pot calling the kettle black because he keep dropping 350s.
Yo, but this is the second statement. This is what I'm trying to get. This is where I'm trying to get at. Is what, from my perspective, what he's saying is, Nike try something new, it doesn't hit, then they go back. Nike try something new, doesn't hit, then they go back. Right, and this is no knock to him. That statement is kind of true, but what he's trying to say is, you're knocking me for trying something new, and you call it weird because he's Yeezy boots, he's Yeezy net runners. I know it's weird. I know it's weird. But
weird ain't exclusive to Kanye though, because listen, when the was it the Mars Yard boots?
Yeah.
They weird.
They're weird. They're definitely weird. They're definitely weird.
Them acronym blazers, they weird as hell, bro. They weird as hell. The Soleil New Balance.
Yeah.
With the whistle on the back. It's weird, bro.
It's for dunk. Yo, bro.
It's weird.
It's for duck hunting season, bro.
Yo, it's weird, bro. Like that's my problem. That's part of my problem with when Kanye makes statements like this, is because he takes himself out of the statement that he's making, and sometimes he get real hypocritical. Okay, so we've been having 350s for years now, and he continues to drop colorways. They continue to sell out. He's bringing back old colorways. So when he talk about old ass styles, he can't leave himself out of that. Also,
no, you can't. He's gone.
Weird is not exclusive. He know the stuff that he doing is weird, but I don't think this is necessarily an attack on Nike as much as it is an attack on the community. I think this is him selling his weirdness to us in a way. You know what I'm saying?
You're definitely right. You're definitely right, bro.
The way he thinks is not going to allow him to just sell himself.
Yeah,
he gotta attack something else to sell something.
Yeah.
He's done that. He's done that over and over and over. Like, just do
you feel it's his little plea to say,
no, he dirty
like my stuff.
He dirty macking, bro. He dirty macking. He's telling the girl that he likes bad things about the guy that she likes, so he can have a chance to try to get her. That's exactly what Kanye is doing with Nike, and it's always Nike. He ain't never said nothing bad about none of these other brands. It's always Nike.
You're right. Bro. You're right, bro. That's a proper good statement, bro.
We are the girl.
Don't like that guy. That guy.
We are the girl that Kanye has a crush on. And he's telling us, nah, Nike, they keep doing the same thing over and over. You love it. Come over here. I got something new for you to see. I got something new for you to try. You know, like, come on, bro, get out of here.
They got that Mercedes. I got this Lambo.
Yeah. That's what he's doing. I got the new car over here. He got a clean old car that everybody loves, but come look at this new car.
I got spinners on my rims. I got spinners on my rims.
Yeah, he got spinners. Nike got regular rims, and he got spinners.
That was a good observation, bro. That's a definitely good observation. You know what? It's a multitude of. I don't think Kanye's dumb. The statements like this he states the obvious, yet he dirty macking as well at the same time. Mm-hmm. So he's and like let's be honest, like the 350 range, usually 350, like it came out in like the first variation came out in 2015, right? So and he hasn't dropped those variation 1 350s at all, bro. I'm telling everybody that sneaker is meant for a special occasion. When they release those variation 1s, it would be for a special occasion. I'm talking about a special collaboration. I'm talking about a special time and place. If Yeezys start to die, those variation 1s are coming back out, because if you see a collaboration with them, it's a good thing. If you see them release those 350, those Turtle Doves, all of those variation 1 350s, you know there's problems. Do you know there's problems if it's just a general release? Because like this is the 350 is Kanye's bread and butter. Like that's his bread and butter. And that is like the Jordan 1. And the 700s. So those like the 700 you can compare to a Jordan 4. The 350s you compare to a Jordan 1. They will release pairs and pairs and pairs and pairs. That's the bread and butter of the Yeezy brand. That is the bread and butter of the Yeezy brand. And if you think that they're gonna stop doing that, they're not. They're not, because he's established that range. He's tried some ridiculous sneakers, like the foam runners. The foam runners hit, the slides hit, because they people love them. People love them. Look, if you looked at the foam runner when it originally came out, you'd be like, what the hell is this? It's like I
got one question for you.
Exactly. But because if it wasn't anybody else rather than Kanye, That's the statement that people would have made. But Kanye did it. Everybody loved it. Slides did it. Everybody loved it. But he's always gonna have sneakers that don't hit the 380s. The what they did with the 380s. I think the 380s in future that will hit with people. Right this moment in time, the colorways that came out, what he did with 380 don't hit at all, at all.
And people bought them, people wore them. I've seen a good number of people wearing 380s, but they're nowhere near as hyped as the 350s or the 700s or even the some of the boots. But his new boots, the knit runner boots, the knit runners themselves, I haven't seen people really wearing them like that.
Yeah,
outside.
because he's learned that the knit runners. Let's see the knit runners cross on there at the moment, because he's learned from his mistake. Because what he's done with the knit runners, he's made really hard to get, like the zebras or like the 350s when they first came out. The 380s, and you can get them in store. You can go and pick them up. They were easy to get. Like when your new model came out, it was easy to get. So in retrospect, the knit runners now, he's made really hard to get. He's made them really high demand on them. So when they release pairs now, people will just instantly pick them up because there's hype behind them. They're limited. There's resale behind them. People will just pick them up and they'll sell. And this is why they will sell. And it's just the evolution of the foam runner anyway. But they will sell because he's made them super limited, and he's brought the hype back behind them. If you've done that with the 380, we wouldn't see the scenario. So Kanye's quick to learn. He's very quick to learn.
But he's doing all that. He's saying all that, right? But these are sold out.
Yo, human race is coming back, bro. Human race is coming back.
They sold out in every colorway on Adidas official website, right?
Yep.
I'm not gonna check resale or anything like that, but I'm showing this to make a point. When was the last time you saw Kanye, or have you ever seen Kanye wear an Adidas shoe or rock some Adidas merch?
He rocks a Yeezy. He's got his Gap range. He's got his Yeezy Gap range. So he's rocking way more of his Yeezy stuff than he is Adidas. But you can classify that as Adidas stuff, though. Really?
Why won't he wear Pharrell shoes? Why won't he try to help advertise Pharrell shoes? Ivy Park. Have you seen him say or do anything to try to help promote Ivy Park? All this new, different, innovative stuff that Beyonce got going on. Have you seen him do that? Have you seen him endorse or try to have any of the Adidas athletes endorse any of his stuff?
No.
Have you seen him endorse Bad Bunny?
No. He does his own. He does his own thing, bro. I don't believe he's
Stella McCartney consortium.
By the way, bro, you can still get sizes here.
Yeah, over there.
Yeah, over there.
In the UK, you can still get sizes, but
yeah, you can still get sizes if you want them. But but basically, I don't see. I don't think he's a team player, bro. He's not. It's him. He's like we said, bro. Michael Jordan and Kanye, the same.
They're the same
beast,
personality.
Bro.
They're the same type of person. So, with him saying something crazy about Nike, bro, is like, what are you talking about?
It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same as Jordan making a little kid take off his Adidas and scrap him, or Reeboks and scrap him, right, and make him wear barefoot while taking a picture. What's the difference, bro? What's the difference?
Dog, these guys, those two guys, bro, never, man. them two dudes will never be able to work together, man. Michael Jordan, almost 60. Lord forbid he passed earlier than we would like for him to, but that's the only way I can see Jordan Brand doing anything with Yeezy is after Michael ain't around to veto it.
I still don't think that will happen because I still think he'll sign a waiver saying you're not allowed to do anything with Adidas.
You can put it in his wheel.
Yeah, bro. Not wishing anything. I'm not wishing on anything for anything on Michael Jordan. I think I hope he lives a long, prosperous life. I hope he they invent something that he like he lives prosperously. But can you imagine if he put his will together? I hereby give my shares to Marcus Jordan. It's game over, bro. It's game over.
We'll never be able to buy a collab Jordan again. Everything is trophy room. Everything going through trophy room. Whether it come out the front door, we don't know.
So when we could we have Kanye over here. We have Kanye over here. Right. You have Michael Jordan over here. Right. Kanye here. Nike says Nike doesn't give him all the rights. Nike holds back his Red Octobers. He leaves Nike under bad situations. Nike dropped the Red Octobers behind his back, and then that's history. Right? That's the bad blood with Nike. Jordan, rookie year. I want Adidas. Please please Adidas sign me. Adidas why we want this black American to head our basketball range? We don't like that. Bit racial, but basically we want to group him with all the other basketball players. Bad blood. He joins Nike and history. Both stories very similar, aren't they? Same person, bro. Same personalities. Same personalities. So when you look at it in retrospect, they say things out of hatred. Jordan will say things to Nike, to Adidas out of hatred because of what happened to him in 1984, 1985, right?
Yeah.
And Kanye will say stuff to Nike out of hatred because they dumped him and they dumped him and they released the Red Octobers.
They dumped him. It wasn't a mutual breakup.
No.
So because it wasn't a mutual breakup, he's dirty macking. Any new girl that Nike gets that he ain't got access to, here comes the dirty mac.
But the worst thing is that you know how when you do it, Matt, you check out the competition. That's what he's doing. Look, you check out the competition. You wear some of his looks. You wear some of his styles. You wear some of his clothes. You want to make yourself him, so you feel more appealing. Well, can you wear some Nikes? Can you wear some Nikes there? Can you wear some merchandise? What's the difference, bro? Like, you are right. You're 100% right, bro.
Listen.
He's dirty macking.
McDonald's don't diss Burger King on commercials. Burger King was dissing McDonald's because McDonald's is the top dog when it comes to fast food burgers. So Burger King had the king, doing stuff, not talking. Obviously, we never heard the king talk, but they was doing a little dirty stuff, taking shots at McDonald's on commercials and stuff. That Kanye is Burger King. Nike.
What an analogy, bro.
Nike is McDonald's. Nike and Jordan is McDonald's. Kanye and Adidas is Burger King, bro. And so Kanye doing this, he's scoring. He's the scoring X. And he still ain't got over it yet, even though he said he made a song about it. He jumped over Jumpman. So why you mad? If you really jumped over Jumpman and you making all this money and you're doing so well, why does this company's name stay in your mouth on a regular basis? If they don't want to work with you, you can do whatever you want to do. Why is he so obsessed with working with them as a company? Like, if you want to wear their shoes, you can do whatever you want to do. Apparently, Adidas ain't finna get rid of you. Like, you are the bread and butter. You are the face of Adidas at this point, right? Him and what he's done with Yeezy, with the Yeezy brand, can't nobody dispute. As much as I dislike most of the stuff that he is putting out with Yeezy, from the clothes to the shoes, I don't like most of it. Okay, it's only the 700 Wave Runner that I would even ever consider having, as far as Yeezy's concerned. Like, any Yeezy that's ever come out, I did like the Calabasas. That was cool, but as far as style goes, I just don't like anything that he's put together. Fine, but other people do. Other people love your stuff. They swear by it. That's the way I am with Nike and Jordan. Other people are with Adidas. They don't want to look at a Jordan. They don't want to talk about a Jordan. They're not going to spend their money on it. They don't care what they do. They want Yeezy from here on out. They buy everything, every colorway, just like we get multiple colorways. They got multiple colorways of every silhouette that he's ever dropped. But he keeps mentioning this company. Why? Stay over there. You're great. You're doing well. You say you're a genius and not. Go be a genius, bro. And that's what people do all the time, bro. People do this. They talk so big about themselves, but then you turn around and talk down on somebody else. It don't make sense.
Have you seen these jackets, bro?
It's horrible.
Have you seen people wear these jackets and the fact that these jackets look like, okay, cool. I'm gonna show you a picture. I'm gonna show you a picture of
the video of him wearing the jacket with the boots. And I'm like, bro, what? No, bro, that's not it. That's not. I'm
gonna show you that jacket. When you put that on, some people actually end up looking.
I already know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. If you're not
like this, they look like Baymax, bro. They look like Baymax. I'm not joking. There's pictures out there with people. I'm talking about if you're slimlined and you wear that jacket, it adds an extra layer. Like, it makes you look like 2 sizes bigger. If you're a big built guy, or if you're a big bone guy, or if you're like extra large, and you get a jacket, to fit, you actually look like Baymax. You end up looking like an extra 2 sizes bigger than you are, right? I looked at it, and that's my instant thought. That is literally my instant thought. Was like, wow, you actually look very top heavy. That jacket, I don't know what he was trying to do with it. That Gap Yeezy jacket.
This is what he was trying to do. This is what he was trying to do. Let's not pretend. This is what he was trying to do. Okay, he was going for the whole Missy Elliott "Can't Stand the Rain" video effect. He was going for the 90s,
2000s look.
That 90s bad boy shiny jacket era. I think that's what he was going for. That's what it looked like to me. Like,
Mace, remember the P Diddy video of Mace with that blue jacket on when he's dancing, rocking the thing. That's what he's trying to go for. Yeah. I think. 100%. All right, cool. Enough of Kanye, because I think people are fed up of us listening to Kanye. But let's talk about there's 2 subjects I want to quickly talk about. The one thing's going to be a bit sad at the end, but let's have a look before we move on to the last feature of this thing. Let's have a look at this situation, which is interesting. It's really interesting to me. Like, I'm gonna go here, and this situation, bro. John Gieger is turning Nike sneakers lawsuit into an NTF. So recently, John Gieger, as I said in my sneaker news, John Gieger slapped Nike in the nuts because he literally produced an NFT of the GFO1, which is similar to the Air Force One, and he gave you that Nike lawsuit as an NFT. The balls on this guy, bro.
Yo,
the balls on this guy.
I can't think of nothing crazier. Like he did that, man. He did that. I can't help but applaud him for that. Like, who does this?
You know what he did? You know what he did? He literally said, "Come here, take me on. I got you. Trust me, I got you. Can you smell what John Geiger's cooking?
Can you smell what the Geiger is cooking?
Yeah, can you smell what the Geiger's cooking?
Yeah,
bro,
man, that's
crazy. That's crazy. I heard that like last week, and I was like, he really doesn't care. He really doesn't care. He was like, saw the Nike lawsuit and went, I was like, yeah, I'm coming at you, Nike.
he's sacrificing himself for the other independent designers that are doing these Nike-ish designs. And because he knows what it is. Like, there is no way possible he came up with that design on his own. So he knows what it is. And I believe he was seeing the same thing that we were seeing. He was seeing certain companies be able to get away with it. And he got sued. So he said, fuck it. I do y'all one better. I'm still going to release it. And I'm going to give people copies of the lawsuit too.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm reading this article at this moment in time, right? It said last week a judge rejected Geiger's motion to have the lawsuit against him dismissed. Geiger then argued that the Nike couldn't have a trademark claim because the dress of the sneaker and Nike's a primal function, and it's basically saying that sneaker is so primal. There's no distinctiveness between the silhouette. Even though it's a classic silhouette, he's just saying anybody could have come out with that idea of a basic sneaker with that type of combination. So his argument was it's not distinctive enough for people not to copy it.
I think it is, and because we've seen Nike do it so many times, we've seen other silhouettes from other brands be similar, but not spot on like that. Like, that's spot on. The Bape is spot on. You know, what we saw the guy do with the dunks. I can't remember his name right now. What we see Kai doing, what we see Fugazi and all these other independent designs. They look just the same thing with Amiri though.
Yeah.
So it's once again going back to that previous conversation we had about it. It's not fair, and he feels like it's not. I think he feels like it's not fair. So he gonna do what he feel.
You can tell he's really annoyed because I'm reading the end to the statement. He said he's launched the Discord. He's doing the utmost, bro. He's doing the utmost. He's not afraid of provoking the sportswear giant even further. He's launched a Discord where there's updates that you're going to get given how to purchase the first NFTs, assuming that Nike don't shut him down before he gets going. So, like, in retrospect, he ain't scared, bro. He will get that second lawsuit, and you create an NFT of the lawsuit with the GFO1. He doesn't care, bro. He's going to do it. He's going to launch it. And I think he's on a tirade to put Nike to rights. I think.
Personally. Yeah, he putting his money where his mouth is, and I think he's gonna have. I think he'll have enough support from certain people in the community, because a lot of people we seeing over time, a lot of people have issues with Nike. It's not necessarily coming from the ground level, like because
Yep.
like I was saying before, people are going to buy it. People are going to support Nike no matter what. It's the company we love to hate. So people go support it. But some people have veered over into that fuck Nike lane, and so he's gonna have support.
Yeah, 100%. And the thing is, with this stance, like you said, he's made a sacrifice. He's sacrificing his career and his reputation for the independent person. So Nike is trying to shut down anything to do with any customizers putting down a logo or a company logo of Louis Vuitton or company logo of Burberry or company logo of like Armani or anything like that, or Dior on their sneakers from the onset, because basically they want to do it themselves. So even putting butterflies on a sneaker on an Air Force One is frowned upon from Nike, because they want to shut that down. And we know we've heard reverberations around from last year, where they were trying to limit the sales of Air Force Ones. They were trying to make sure the customizers aren't picking up all the Air Force Ones, because in retrospect, if I was Nike, I'd be loving the fact that all my Air Force Ones, black, whites, all the plain colors are going, because it's going to customizers that want to do their sneaker. But it's come to a point where they don't care anymore. They're trying to control that customization market. And that originally came from when they started doing those restorations. They've got their own company that takes your sneaker in, they restore it, they sell it back, and they kind of recycle the products. We did, because the Mars Yard sneaker was the first one that they illustrate that on. So in retrospect, for them, what Nike is trying to do is they see a market. They have many fundamental departments that look at areas where they can develop and advance. So from that perspective, they see a big market for customizers. They see a big market for restorations. They see a big market for cleaning. They see a big market for where they are actually looking into different areas of sales, of resale. And this is why when we talk about resale, when we talk about the fact that they have investments, or some companies assumptions, assume this is massive assumptions or massive allegations that we don't know if are true or correct or not, but there is assumptions, or there is kind of reverberations that some of these big companies have like stocks in gold or StockX or all of that stuff. So that's called expansion, bro. Taking control of the market, cornering the market, taking control of it. So if they can see an opportunity as a big giant to evolve, you will go into that thing. If you're a businessman, or if you're a business company, or if you're a big brand, that's the first thing you do. Is how do you make your company bigger? And over the last customizations have been massive for loads of years, like in the 2000s. And that's one market that they're probably thinking, you know what, we can evolve there, we can grow there, we can start doing. And let's be honest, any collaboration is a customization. It's a custom on the original silhouette. To take like Travis Scott ones is a custom on the Jordan 1. The Duo 1 is a custom.
It's an authorized
custom. It is, of course it is, because you from a regular Jordan 1, like this is a regular Jordan 1. Anybody can unstitch this tick and reverse it. That's a custom. Anybody can change this tick to a Dior. That's a custom. But if Nike does it, it's a collaboration, and that's the difference. So that I think this is why you saw a lot more collaborations last year, because that's them developing that market. It's that customs market. So they don't want anybody to touch. They don't want me to grab this sneaker to get that Louis Vuitton print and do it on that front toe, because they want to do it.
They want you to go on Nike ID and stay within the parameters that they set for you to do customs. They don't want you to put paisley print on the swoosh on your dunks or your Air Force Ones, because they're going to do it.
And unfortunately, it's going to come to a point where you doing a custom like this, right? They might not want you to do that ever in the future, because in reality, if they've allegedly, if they've got investments in big companies, right? If you've got investments in eBay, if you've got investments in StockX, if you've got investments in gold or any other resale company, allegedly, if you've got that, and you're getting profit from selling sneakers for resale. Why would you want customizers to undermine you?
Right. And as small as that profit margin may be, it's still a profit. You're still getting something back from your investment, and over time, eventually, I mean, that's how investments work. Idealistically, over time, you'll come from the red and you'll break even. And once you break even, everything else is a profit, unless you reinvest. Exactly. You get to the point where you start turning a profit.
Yeah. So when you look at it from that context, and when you look at it from that perspective, we saw a lot of last year. Or the year before, I think last year we saw restorations become a big thing, to recycle shoes for them to say, like, don't sell your sneakers, give it to Nike, they'll refurbish it and resell it. So basically now it's like people are rather than like might have a trash Nike Dunk or a Jordan 1 that's trash, rather than go on eBay and sell it because you want little money for it, Nike said, give it to us, we can find it a new home. And all of a sudden people that don't know better are giving it to Nike are refurbishing that sneaker and reselling it.
And you know who's doing that? The casual customer. We're not going to do that because we know better. We know somebody that we can send it to that can clean it, or we can buy the products ourselves and do it. We can buy the paint ourselves. As good or bad as it may turn out, we could do it ourselves.
Somebody like, for example, right? This is a sneaker that I'm going to restore, right? If a casual customer, this is from the Brodell, but if a casual customer came across a sneaker like this and said, I don't want to wear this because the midsole's all damaged, like, let me just screen onto that. I don't want to wear this because the midsole's all cracked, right? The paint's coming off. I can remember this is a casual customer, not sneakerhead. I don't want to wear it. I can't wear it. The midsole's cracked. It's all gone. It's all busted. Even though the uppers are fine, I can't wear it anymore. It looks ugly. I'm gonna give it to Nike because I don't want. I can get another pair of sneakers somewhere else. Nike's gonna grab it, strip the midsole, go in, airbrush it, paint it, whatever, and sell it. And all of a sudden, a sneaker that somebody didn't want, all of a sudden becomes a £200 sneaker or a retail sneaker again because somebody's painted it, washed it, cleaned it. That's it, done, dusted. So for any casual sneaker wearer will give that to Nike. Us sneakerheads is a bit different. There was a sneakerhead, gave it to me, gonna do it all up, nice brand spanking new, give it to his missus, he's gonna wear it. That's restorations. So that's them tapping into the market of restorations. Exactly. The other little things is customs. Collaborations are customs. That is an official custom. So this is why over the last 2 to 3 years, you've seen it happening slowly but surely. We call it a collaboration. We call it, oh, this is a Travis Scott collaboration. This is a Union collaboration. This is a Menier collaboration. This is that. It's not. It's a custom on a sneaker that you did.
It's a mass-produced or authorized custom.
Custom, exactly. You got the resources, you do it. And from that,
they already been in the custom market with Nike ID. Now it's Nike by you. Hence,
exactly
custom, because the box will come with your name on it. So
exactly, ironically,
it's an authorized custom. It's a collab between you and Nike. You give them the ideas, they create it, and they send it to you.
Ironically, all the Nike by yous or Nike IDs back in the day that we used to do Nike IDs, they all the people that do Nike by you customize their sneakers to be silhouettes that they all want. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why we would never. I don't think we'll ever see. And we saw what happened with the Dunks when the Dunks hit Nike by you. We probably won't be getting retro Jordans on Nike by you ever again.
Yeah.
I can't see that happening unless Jordan somehow becomes unpopular and they don't sell out the way they do now. We probably won't ever get Jordan silhouettes, or as far as retros are concerned, on that platform again.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just for me, it's funny. It's just like people look at it and think, oh, that's a collaboration. Hype, I want it. The shoe surgeon's been doing it for quite a while.
But everybody can't afford a shoe surgeon.
Exactly. We talk about thousands. But the thing is, Nike by you, it's got the additional charge on top of it. It's not retail, bro. It's an additional charge on top of it because they have to. It's a custom. So basically, they grab the sneaker, make it to how you want it to, and send it to you. So there's extra labor on top of it. But yeah, bro, like it's no biggie. Like John Geiger is fighting for the cause for the independent collaborator. You doing a custom is a collaboration with yourself with a Nike brand, right? Anybody that's put that butterfly is a collaboration with you with Nike.
I think the biggest issue with John Geiger is he has a legit brand. Yeah. So if he was an independent customizer like you or like Cam or anybody else, it wouldn't be an issue because he wouldn't be on the radar. When you're trying to mass produce something and you have an actual company attached to it, they coming. We know they coming.
Yeah. No, but like let's say there's customizers out there that might push like do 1,000 pairs of this in a year, right? Because people want it. That's mass producing, bro.
Yeah, but if you're selling them on eBay, you good. If you're selling them on Poshmark or Mercari, you good. As soon as you create a website and you got LLC or whatever, as soon as you legitimize yourself, they're coming. I think they're coming. It may not make news based on who it is that's doing the work, but it's coming. And I think there is a difference between what a customizer like yourself does with a shoe like that,
yeah,
versus somebody like Geiger that's actually changing the logo,
yeah,
versus what was done with the Dunks or what's being done with the Jordan 1 silhouette, the Air Force 1 silhouette. Nike don't want to see that. They don't want to see anything that they could do being done, or they also don't want to see stuff being mass produced, something that's so similar to them that's going to take sales away from them. Because we talk about customizers, them wanting to stop customizers from buying, or resellers for that matter, buying white Air Force Ones and black Air Force Ones. They're going to sell. They just don't want certain people to buy them. You know what I'm saying? Because of what that person is planning on doing.
Yeah, but saying that, there might be people that are doing that, and or the majority of their sales are cut. Like, let's just say if all the customizers are picking up Air Force Ones, they all sell out. If you do that, you might take away 40% of your sales.
They're gonna sell. They're gonna sell regardless, because especially here in Atlanta, you're gonna see white Air Force Ones everywhere. Guys, in New York, we know how guys in New York feel about white Air Force One lows, and we see rappers and celebrities all the time saying how many pair, like they running through 40 and 50, 60 pairs in a year just because every time they go outside they want to have on a new pair. They're going to they're gonna sell. They're gonna sell. And I'm gonna say it like this: in Atlanta, I know dope boys always want a fresh pair of white Air Force One. Nobody wants to go outside, if you can afford to, in a dirty pair of Air Force Ones, the all white lows, or mids, or highs in some cases. I know a lot of people don't do mids. We do mids in Atlanta. We always have since the 90s wore Air Force One mids because we like to leave a strap hanging. But they're going to sell. So whether it's a customizer buying it or somebody that's just want the all white version, they're going to sell regardless. I saw a bunch of customs yesterday that looked like they were done. Some looked like they were done professionally. Some looked like they were just people drawing on their shoes because maybe they got a scuff or a stain or the bottom started yellowing. So they decided to just, I'm going to do whatever with it, because it's not brand new anymore. I wore it clean white when it was brand new, but now that it's getting dirty, let me personalize it to try to keep it alive, to try to make it different, so there's so many different aspects to that, man. I don't think we're gonna see the end of it for a long time.
Yeah, 100% agree. 100% agree. But it's gonna be interesting to see how the John Geiger situation goes, because that to me is an interesting story, to see what happens there and what narrative that kind of holds steed. Like, is it gonna be a situation where they just shut down John, or Geiger, or is it gonna be, is Geiger gonna have any success taking on Nike as a brand? Let's just
wait until Yeezy start doing Air Force Ones. Yeezy.
Hey, can you imagine?
Hey, look, if he really want to go at Nike, let's see him do that.
Adidas is coming out, going to have a lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. Trust
they
me,
already got in trouble with Nike a couple months back, so won't be nothing new for them. They've been at war since the brothers decided to split. So
yeah. Okay. Last but not least, this is quite sad. This is quite sad. Sad state of affairs, but I'm going to share my screen. This woman reportedly stabbed at Foot Locker during the Nike Dunk release in, is it Melrose?
LA
Melrose, yep. So that situation happened. I think this is the right article. I think sneaker related violence once again reared its ugly head at Foot Locker in Los Angeles. Yep, this is one. I read a bit more into this the other day. This whole situation happened when a lady intervened because I think a kid was in a line in Foot Locker. She was helping him in this situation, and a person that she knew started to attack her and the kid and stabbed her several times. I think she's okay. I'm not too sure. But it's very sad, and we were talking about this a couple of weeks. This is why we just bring some attention to it, that it's happens. We were talking with Rick about it. It happens. There's the situations, the circumstances. It's about knowing the situation, circumstances. I don't think the woman knew what was happening before it's too late, and maneuvering in the correct way. So unfortunately, this situation happened. It's sad to see. I don't know whether it's for a sneak. I don't even know if it was sneaker related or if it was a domestic or a anything. I don't know if it was to do with gangs. I don't know, bro. But it's been banded under the sneaker release format. So as Rick says there last week, it was sometimes you're out there and there might be violence in the mall, or there might be some violence near a sneaker release, and they'll ban it as part of the sneaker release. So we're not too sure about the story, but the events that unfolded were quite sad, because obviously this happened with our favorite jizz in your pants sneaker brand, Foot Locker. Unfortunately, I'm so serious here, bro.
You had to. No. You told me you're trying to be serious. You didn't go mention the gym situation, man. Come on, bro.
but yet again, this is 3 strikes to Foot Locker, right?
It's just another sticky situation.
There's another sticky situation. They had the employee. They had the fact that they don't pick up their calls. They're like, if you like, it's almost like now on a sneaker release, if it's first come first serve, nowadays you need to have good security. Is Foot Locker to blame for not having that security in place? Yes, but you can't always help what happens in those circumstances either. So they're partially to blame. in retrospect, but like it is a bad situation. Whatever. Like I don't understand why. I do not understand why people want to stab each other or kill each other over a pair of leather, bro. And this is still daunting on me. Like I don't understand that. If you can't get the sneakers, just walk away. It's not that serious.
Everybody ain't stable, man, and we know mental health has been a lot bigger. I think it's getting close to being as big as it should be. A lot of people talk about mental health. It's not a bad thing anymore to use the word
it's not
crazy
vilified anymore. So
yep. Right. To use the word crazy, I think refers to a specific type of mental illness.
Yeah.
But when you get stuff like this, I've seen it. Like Rick mentioned on the episode where he was with us, I've seen it firsthand a few times. I've heard people issue threats in lines. You see intimidation in lines where
there's a lot of that.
Yeah. People come strapped up to these releases all the time, whether it's on them, on their person, or in the car. And the people that do this type of stuff, they know whether or not those different things, the securities and the metal detectors and all that type of stuff, they know if it's in place or not. And a lot of the times, unfortunately, I think it's not. People walk around with weapons all the time, and in some cases, they go to these first come first serve lineups prepared to use those weapons for whatever reason, and it's not worth it. Like somebody getting stabbed over a spot in line, which I'm thinking that might be what it was. Maybe somebody was trying to bully somebody else out of a spot or bully somebody out of a shoe. I see all the time on Twitter sneaker related violence, guys doing meetups for swaps or trying to resell, and they end up getting robbed or getting their shoes took from them, or they end up getting jumped and having their stuff took from them. It's all bullshit, man. Like we don't, fortunately, we don't think like that. We're not those type of people, and I don't think the majority of the people in the culture are those type of people. But you have opportunists also, and you have some of those crazy people, some of those violent, willing to take it to the extreme type of people in the culture also. And it makes us all look bad, because when the news get a hold to it and they blow it up, it vilifies the entire culture.
Yeah.
That's
it's not a good look. It's definitely not a good look, because like from my perspective, it's like it's just like from my perspective, it's like, nah, it's like, why over a pair of sneakers, like you want to risk your life for. And the thing is, like, pulling out a weapon, and if you get caught with a weapon, that's jail time, bro.
Yeah. And I know the laws are a little different over there, but people walking around with guns out here, man, like it ain't shit. Like you can you can get one fairly easily. Like it's bad, man. And self-defense, that's why people should always be alert, be aware when you go out. I know my wife say to me all the time, sometimes we go places and she like, you don't look like you having fun. Why? Like you're not smiling, you're not, because I don't know what somebody else is thinking.
Yeah.
So I have to stay prepared. I try to keep myself in a mindset where anything can happen, and I have to be prepared to protect my wife and myself. So especially when I go out with her, when I go out by myself, I had the same mentality, but it's kind of to a lesser degree. But when she's with me, it just goes up double, because we see stuff like this all the time, man. And sometimes she'll hit for a release for me. And if it's a height release, we went out and got cool grays, and she wasn't going in the store by herself. If she hit for a shoe, and I didn't hit at that particular location, I'm still going in with her because we know the hype releases come with extra pressure. You know, it's people that don't know about raffles. They go in the store and they get mad because they can't, because they can't just buy the shoe. And we don't know where that person's mind is going at that point.
Yeah. Exactly, and then like the worst scenario would be they having an argument, and your missus or even if it wasn't anything to do related with you, if it's a little kid going in to pick up their sneakers, and he's automatically the guy's gonna the response is gonna be, well, you don't let me pick up sneakers, but you're letting him pick up sneakers, and then you automatically get involved in that situation, and then it escalates from there.
Yeah.
It's hard. Where's the blame? I'm not trying to say we're trying to put blame on anybody, but where has this originated from? Like, is it because sneakers are harder to get? Is it because of the hype? Is it because of the fact that the sneaker culture is making people mentally unstable at this moment in time?
No,
like
it's none of that, bro. It's none of that. Do you remember Tickle Me Elmo?
Yeah.
People died. People got trampled. I mean, kids were injured for a stuffed animal that talks or laughs or and whatever. Like we see this type of stuff in every industry. There was the one situation. Rick the Third was showing me with Disney, the Disney store, where they were doing golden tickets. Like there were golden tickets hidden, and I believe the tickets were either discounts or maybe money back or some special deal or whatever the case. It was random stuff on the tickets, and you have to buy. You purchase products, and you never know if what you're purchasing will give you a golden ticket. And it was chaotic. And from what he described to me, and he showed me the video, there was a Foot Locker next to the Disney store. That Foot Locker was doing a release. I think he said it was the Pine Green ones, the 1.0 Pine Greens was releasing that day. And security thought the commotion was coming from the sneaker store just because it's there. And sneaker culture has this stigma, this reputation of stuff like this happening. But you could, bro, a Disney store. You get what I'm saying? Like this, we talking about toys and blankets and DVDs and or whatever else, you know, Disney related stuff, princesses and all this.
But it's really sad. It's really sad to see that consumerism and objects are a ruling factor in our society at this moment in time. So like even like we're bro, like that there and that there, right? I'm being a hypocrite by saying that, because like, we're sneakerheads. We pick up these sneakers frequently. They're still objects, but I think there comes a limit from when you want a sneaker to when you desire a sneaker to when you actually like escalate to a higher level where you need it and you will do anything for it. I don't know how you can propel yourself from I want a sneaker to I would actually, like we talk about Rui Hachimura. We all need it. We all need that. But I'm sitting there and thinking, if I wasn't in a financially stable state and I couldn't afford it in retail, I wouldn't bust a gut to go and get it for resale. See what I'm saying? But then, like, how does somebody go from I want a sneaker to I need a sneaker to I'm going to do my all best to get the sneaker whatever cost possible?
That's something that person already does. That's something.
Okay.
That's a case where that person will use intimidation for whatever reason they see fit. That's a person that don't mind getting violent for something that they desire. That is not true for everybody. And when the media outside of, I'm not blaming Complex for this. We know Complex. We get sneaker news from Complex. So Complex is not to blame for the stigma. It's the people outside of the culture that they see a story like this, and now the mother that sees this story doesn't want their 16-year-old to go pick up a sneaker. I've seen mothers and fathers in line with their kids that want the shoes, and they in defense mode just like I am when I'm there with my wife to pick up a sneaker.
So an additional feature to this, which we forget, is people get well. It doesn't happen in the UK, or I haven't seen it happen in the UK that often, right? But people get robbed for sneakers on their feet, as a casual walk in. So from my perspective and that's perspective, I have sneakers in my collection that are worth thousands. Mm-hmm. Do I want to wear them outside? It's going to discourage me from wearing them outside because they're worth a certain amount of money. I would not wear. I would have to look to see where I'm going before I wear them. Because if I'm going into a rough area, I'm not going to wear them.
Right.
If I'm going somewhere nice or a wedding or if I'm going to a social event that's in a nice area, then I probably will end up wearing them. But like this, from a brand perspective, what's the solution? Do they just turn around and say we'll give you all the pairs? Do they sit there and say, well, people are sacrificing their lives? Like there comes a limit where the hype is not positive anymore. It's a negative statement. It's a negative derivative. It needs to be eliminated because in reality, for every action there's a cause and an effect. We know the effect. We know the fact that people get hurt. We know the fact that there's unstable people out there. We know the fact that people will do their utmost to intimidate inlines to kind of cause this, or to the effect of this. So, what's the cause? And this is the underlying fact. Like there is probably a department that deals with releases, that deals with branding, that deals with hype. Do we just make these pairs more easily accessible to the general public? Does like a Travis Scott or a Union release no longer be, or a trophy room release no longer be hype because they make as many pairs as possible to provide the people with as many pairs as possible? Because you're talking about statistically, people risking their lives to wear sneakers. Honestly, would you be sitting there right this moment in time, bro? Will you be trying to wear a £5,000 pair of sneakers on your feet to go out somewhere?
I would, and like you said, I'm not going to certain places. That's part of being aware of your surroundings. But the easy answer, and I think the answer that we all want, meaning sneakerheads, when I say we want mass production on a lot of this limited stuff so we can get our hands on it. But that goes into that exclusivity conversation that we have from time to time, where like you talking about a $5,000 pair of shoes. If they make 2 million pairs of it, it's not going to be a $5,000 shoe. No. And they don't want that. They don't want that. Sometimes the consumer doesn't want that because it's about exclusivity, and you don't want to seem casual. You want that person wants me and you to recognize, hey, that's a pair of shattered backboard ones. That's a $1,700 shoe. That's cool. You know what I'm saying?
It's I think from that perspective, if you like, everybody wants to sometimes flex. It's nice. You're wearing a very, very nice fit, wearing a nice strip, wearing nice sneaks, and it's nice. It's just feeling like why else would you do? Why else would people customize sneakers to look like certain silhouettes? Because obviously they want it. But from my perspective is forget sneakerheads. We know prices, we know ranges, we know everything. I'm talking about people that get caught up not knowing. You're not a sneakerhead. You're a casual wearer. You go to a queue. You get caught out. You're in trouble. You don't know the circumstances. This might be your first pickup. You don't know the circumstances. You're a new sneakerhead, and you start to get into sneakers, and you pick up a Yeezy or you pick up a Jordan. You win an exclusive Travis Scott. You win exclusive Union. You don't know what that sneaker means to certain people. You go and pick it up.
You're
in danger.
That's on the individual. That's on the individual. Yep. So again, I can't blame. Should stores have these security measures in place? Yes, they should have. I mean, obviously they're gonna have cameras because they're dealing with all this product. But should they have metal detectors? Yes. Should they have security guards? Yes. Should people not go crazy about sneakers? Yes.
Yes.
Nobody should be out here trying to hurt somebody or risk hurting themselves over some damn rubber and leather, bro. I love shoes just as much as anybody else that loves shoes. But if somebody would have made a threat to me, or if I would have had to get in a fight with somebody for any of these pairs, they wouldn't be here right now because it ain't worth it to me. I'm not risking my safety. I'm not risking my life, meaning going to jail or getting fatally injured for some shoes, bro. I'm not doing that. And hopefully other people can stop doing that because it ain't worth it, man. About a pair of shoes.
And lastly, because we're nearly coming up to 3 hours, bro. And lastly, like I feel sorry for certain people that don't know about the culture, that don't know about sneakers, they don't know about they're just getting themselves into sneakers and they're wearing a very, very expensive sneakers on feet and they end up getting caught in the wrong area at the wrong time, facing the wrong people. And then see what I'm trying to escalate. It's we sneakerheads know how to maneuver what to do in certain circumstances, especially when you're wearing very, very hype sneakers. So you want to be really careful. But there's other people that the casual sneaker wearers that don't know what they've got on feet, that don't know what that meaning, or they could be walking and come across a person that's tried their utmost to get that sneaker and they've got L after L after L and they feel a certain way, and they see the person and they're not even a sneakerhead, and they start beefing. But
profiling is real. It's not just a thing with when you're dealing with a certain type of person. Like profiling, especially in certain communities, certain areas, you can profile somebody and say, hey, this person is out of place, and that's when those type of wheels start turning. Like this person look like they don't belong here, they don't know what they're doing, they're not acting accordingly. So that's food, that's that's prey, So
and unfortunately, that's the society we live in. Like, if there's going to be, like, not saying we are, there's going to be opportunists. There's going to be people that see a weakness and they want to apply pressure to that weakness. And just like I said, don't get caught out. But just to finish that off, make sure the beef is the meat on your plate and not on the streets. That's what I'm saying.
Hey man, beef ain't good. Beef ain't good for nobody, man. Especially for me, bro. Like, I'm 40. Like, where I come from, a lot of people would say I'm lucky to have made it to where I am and to be able to do the stuff I do. I feel blessed. I feel privileged, and that didn't come. I didn't make it this far by being stupid or putting myself in situations that I couldn't get out of. So at the end of the day, man, hopefully everybody can stay aware. Hopefully everybody will educate themselves on how it works, and you got to research demographics, man. Unfortunately, when you're going, because there are stores in the hood. We got a lot of stores in the hood here, and trust me, a certain type of person ain't gonna be able to stand in that line and not be taken advantage of one way or another, whether it's being robbed mentally, as in being intimidated out of something, or physically being robbed, meaning having something taken from you. It happens all the time. So just be aware, man. Everybody out there, be aware, be safe. Watch your surroundings.
Be safe. Just be cautious. Like sneakers are you're walking talking wallet. So basically, like, what you got in your feet. Somebody you might be walking. What you're wearing, the stuff you're wearing, the sneakers you got on. You might become a target. You might become a bigger target. So just be careful with what you're doing, how you're maneuvering, and just wear the sneakers you like, obviously. But sometimes just be cautious of your surroundings and stay safe because the world is a mean place. So stay safe, guys.
If some random person walk up to you and ask you what size you're wearing, you might want to start looking for an escape route.
Exactly. Yeah, but like we come to the end of the show. It's been a long show, but it's been a good show because, bro, one and only you have turned 40, bro.
Yeah.
So congratulations, bro. Welcome to being the new 20.
I don't know. It might be the new 30, man. Like I put on my post, my birthday post for myself that I made this morning on IG. Like I don't 40 ain't never been this fly. You know what I'm saying? For me.
Bro, I'm just saying the new generations, the 40 like, let's just say back in the 80s, 70s and 80s, 40 was retirement age, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now 40 is the beginning, the new start, the new venture, the new ventures into the world. Because 40, like, let's just be honest, the new 20s is a learning age. Like when you're 20 years old, when you're 20 to 30, you're basically you're 15 to 20.
You don't know nothing.
Exactly. Shit. And when you're 30, you start to learn, and when you're 40, you are ready to engage.
You should be
life.
getting it. You should be getting it by the time you hit your mid to late 30s into your 40s. You should be getting it, and that's how it worked out for me. And fortunately for us, we are the second, maybe the third hip hop generation. Yeah. And so the way we came up with in the hip hop culture, flying that hip hop flag my whole life. So 40 when I was a kid didn't look like how 40 looks now on the average. You know what I'm saying? So they say that 30 to 40 range is probably the majority as far as sneakerheads go. And I sure enough believe it because most of the sneakerheads I know are over 30, 40, 45, up in that range.
And we lived through the 90s, bro. We lived through the Jordan eras. So, bro, you look. All I'm gonna say is you look pretty young. You still look 16 to me, bro. Don't worry.
I appreciate it, man. I got a little something coming in over here, but I ain't started to gray up yet. So Cam might be on his own on that part for a few more years, hopefully.
maybe, bro. But we come to the end of the show. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for Cam, Scott, all coming through to wish the bro a happy birthday. And bro, you are now official member of Straight to the Toe. So I will be giving you your keys and your passwords for Straight to the Toe after this, so you can actually wander in, add it to the group, and then see all the amazing stuff. And you are coming on to Straight to the Toe this Thursday because obviously you're off work, but. Thank you, bro. Thank you for being awesome because you are always awesome. I always love doing the podcast on a Sunday. It's almost like it's become a routine, but it's become a really, really nice fun thing to do because we just break it up. And in no time or another, we 2 hours 45 minutes into this, and like my girlfriend's telling me last week, we should really be doing episodes an hour and a half, but we need to kind of create it so we leave some of that content to the next week and the week after. But there's so much fun things that we talk about, and there's so much information that we're giving people that we just get carried away, and this goes to show the time. Why we end up doing two hours, 2 to 3 hour episodes.
It flies, bro. like I always say, we do it on the phone and we lose track of time. So of course we're gonna do it on the phone. Even though we got a timer up, we can see how long we've been running our miles.
If you're watching this right at this moment in time, there's a timer for us. There's a timer right up in the corner of this podcast. See where that shoe dog podcast is right there. There's a timer that tells us we're at 2 minute 48 minutes. So apologies, guys. This is quite a long episode. But
it's all good.
That note, Q, do you want to wrap us up?
We appreciate everybody. I appreciate my bros coming on, man. Wishing me happy birthday. And I hope everybody out there have a great day, a great week, month, and year. And hopefully everybody can cop all the weird Yeezys they want, because you all deserve to buy all the weird Yeezys that you like. So from TJ, I'm Q. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace out, guys. Peace.